Alrighty, it looks like I got some audio now. The levels are kind of high, but I got some audio now. Jesus, I can't believe I went through all that and didn't have audio on. That's just horrible. Let's bump this level down a bit. Yeah, there we go. That should be good. All right. All right, so yeah, starting over. So we've got Nicfit. We've got Astral Slide. Some number of we'll probably end up with a fourth Cobble Therapy. We'll probably trim some number of Life Loams. And we'll likely end up trimming some of our cycle lands, adding things like Decree of Pain. Oh man, I can't believe that audio was not on that whole time. That's terrible. So Pernicious Deed's a great card for a sweeper. Can hit everything but lands and planeswalkers pretty much. Jace's Mind Sculptor is a very good control card. It's a win condition in itself. Another thing that I might want to look into is adding additional win conditions to this deck, like something like Thragtusk, something like I think Thragtusk is pretty much what I'd be looking for. Maybe Archfiend of Ithmir, just because again that card, while playing Astral Slide, that card has basically been unbeatable when you resolve it, so seems pretty good. Sideboard, we have a couple of just couple of lands that are utility lands with a couple of crop rotations to help find them. Crop rotation can also, on the Nicfit plan, this could end up in the main deck possibly, but in the Nicfit plan you can like go green source, Veteran Explorer. Turn 2 you can like crop rotate away the green source, get a Phyrexian Tower, crack your Veteran Explorer. So it's a decent way to kind of increase the amount of ways you can turn 2, crack a Veteran Explorer for the mana. A couple Flusterstorms, 4 Force of Will for the combo matchups, as well as 3 Thoughtseize. I think combo is going to be where we're going to struggle a little bit. I think we're fairly well set up for the fair matchups, as per usual with Astral Slide. You'll like a lot of value and card advantage between Eternal Witness, Life Loam, Cycle Lands, being able to rebuy your Abrupt Decay, stuff like that. I got a Paradox Deluge as another sweeper. It's also another great answer to a True Name Nemesis. So there's that. And yeah, that's the deck. Very much a work in progress. This is probably going to be a little bit of train wreck tonight, but we're going to try it out. Hope things go well. Like I said, I think I'm going to need a better clock. I probably want to make this a little more Nicfit, like having things like a Thragtusk. Because I do have the white, I could add like a Dragonlord Ojutai or like a Dragonlord Solmgar. Because I have black-blue, I could add like Thragtusk. So a lot of things I'm going to play with this. We'll hopefully eventually square away this deck list and get it all going, but this is where we're at right now, and we're going to play League Match and see how this goes. Dragonlord Jamoka would be very good. I like the idea of Dragonlord Solmgar for especially like the grindy games where you kind of just want to take whatever creature your opponent played. If your opponent played a Planeswalker of some sort, that could be good as well. It's also like decent tech against Show and Tell, because like your opponent goes Show and Tell for Emrakul, you put in Dragonlord Solmgar, you can get the Emrakul. So sounds good being able to crack your opponent in the face with their own Emrakul and your own Solmgar. I don't know, different things I might try, but we'll figure it out. You don't steal my opponent's Jace, like sacrifice it if I have my own Jace too. Seems pretty good. Having Astral Slide to like rebuy the Solmgar would be pretty sweet too. So a lot of different things I want to try out with this deck, but most of the reason this deck started to become a thing is because I got kind of sick of the Mox Diamonds in Astral Slide. You end up with like just a ton of mana sources. Mox Diamonds are really bad like late game. If you have your engine going, like it's not really a big deal drawing into your Mox Diamonds because it ends up just like ramping your mana a bit more. But early game, drawing into multiple Mox Diamonds would just be like miserable. So I'm gonna try something with a little more card selection. Thank you for following me, Low Guppy, by the way. If you're in the stream right now, thank you for following. Pastry Cannon as well. Thank you for following me on Twitch. Appreciate it. If you've been here since the start of the stream, you know that I somehow did not enable my audio. I just had a big Windows update go through, and it looks like it disabled a bunch of things. So earlier, when I was getting ready to set up for stream, I didn't realize I had to redo my internet. I had to set up most of my audio and whatnot. Apparently, I didn't set the settings in OBS though, so apparently I did not have audio for the first like few minutes of the stream, so that was kind of rough. Went through most of the deck tech. My opponent is going to be on the play. Something of mine is out of date, apparently. I don't know what that means. My STR con ST standard construction is out of date. Okay, so I'll have to update this, I guess. This hand's pretty bad. I'm a mulligan. This hand's not great. We can cycle a couple lands away. We can get an Abrupt Decay going, but it doesn't seem very good. So we're going to have to mulligan again. One of the downsides of playing so many lands. Oh, this hand's horrible. Okay. I'm not happy about this. We'll keep this. This is fine. Alright, that's good. That'll enable us to be able to do Couple Therapy turn 2 and crack it with the crack the Veteran Explorer with it, so it'll give us something to do. Okay, Brainstorm. The error doesn't mean anything. Oh, okay. That's good to know. It's like my opponent's 2-2 in this league, so they're hoping to win this so they can... Yeah, the old Nicfit start, exactly. So Island Brainstorm leads me to believe this is probably Miracles. There's a chance it's something like Sneak and Show, maybe Storm. I'm going to start with the Veteran Explorer, though. Just get some. We're just going to try and get some more information. Yeah, a little rough start. Had to mold a 4, I think. Yeah, we molded 4 because we're on the draw and we have 5 cards in total. So, yeah, mold a 4. It was not good. Opening hand might have been okay. The second hand was definitely not good. Second hand, oh, the second hand was like a Veteran Explorer, and our mold of 6 was like Veteran Explorer and a bunch of cycle lands. So, might have been able to get away with that, but yeah, it's definitely Miracles, most likely, just because of Search for Ascanta. Can't picture what else it would be, but we shall find out, I'm sure, very soon. So we have a Jace. If we can tear that, if we can tear like Force of Will and stuff like that out of their hand, we might be able to get them. Yeah. And the mulligans were just certainly correct. I could see keeping the, I could see like just keeping the 5 card with, or 6 card with all the cycle lands and a Veteran Explorer, but because like the hand just did nothing. Like it got a bunch of land, it cycled some lands, and then hopefully if we don't draw anything, we're just dead. So in hindsight, we weren't particularly dead, but we go for Force of Will. All right, so we're on against Omni Show apparently. So okay, no Force of Will. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna get in for a damage here. The damage probably likely won't matter, but question is, do I take the Cunning Wish? I take the Spell Pierce. I think I take the Cunning Wish. If I want to Brainstorm and Fetch, they don't know what's on top. Oh no, I passed through. Crap, I'm an idiot. No. Well, next time we can get a Jace at least. That's cool. So they milled a Dream Hall, so they're likely just going to try and find Sneak and Show. Or Sneak Attack, or not Sneak Attack, Show and Tell. Played their 3rd island. All the rounds match. That's good. I know my opponent has Cunning Wish. So I'm going to start just by flashing this back. If they don't respond, I'm going to name probably Cunning Wish. Mostly just because we have the second Couple Therapy. That's not correct. I think I have to get an island here, right? Yeah, I'm going to get Island Swamp. Okay. I think I might actually just have to name Omniscience, honestly. I can't cast Jace here. Because they have Spell Pierce and Daze. I think I just have to name Omniscience. Well, Cunning Wish could be... I'm going to get Cunning Wish with this one. And I'll follow up with the next Cobble Therapy, and I'll get the Omniscience there. One, two, three, four, five. Alright, so that's done. We're going to get that... What the hell did I take? Cunning Wish. So we're going to get Omniscience now. We're going to leave them so they... Well, I guess we can get Intuition. Intuition can just find them pieces, but... Yeah, I'm going to get Intuition off this one. I don't think we're that concerned with Omniscience right now. Okay. So now that's our opponent's hand. Cycle a Lonely Sandbar. We'll see what we draw. If we draw another Veteran Explorer, we can just do that again. We'll get Omniscience this time. Yeah, look at that. I guess we can't just use that right now because we have to play around Spell Pierce. We get them 2 more lands. They draw more land. They draw like an Ancient Tomb or something. They can just cast Omniscience. We can't particularly interact with that, so I'll wait until we untap to crack this Veteran Explorer. So I would put my opponent to 7 lands. I guess if they drew an Ancient Tomb, they still wouldn't have enough, but yeah, I don't want to take that chance. So my opponent milled a City of Trader, so that's interesting. I'd love to be able to just take my opponent's Omniscience, put it into play for myself. Sandra, I don't know if you're in the Twitch chat right now, but thanks for following me on Twitch. Appreciate it. So my opponent's in their second main. They're clearly not killing us, so that's good. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and cast this flashback, target them. I would get an attack in, but I don't want to take the chance of being an idiot again and not potentially actually taking things from them. So here I'm going to get Plains Island, I think. I know we're going to need another green source eventually, but we don't have anything with double green, so we don't particularly need that second green source yet. This time I am going to name Omniscience. My opponent didn't get any islands off that. That's interesting. Okay, so that's our opponent's hand. They have another Cunning Wish, which means we can't just jam this Jace, unfortunately. I guess they have the Cunning Wish like a forcible. We're fine with that. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? So they're going to Spell Pierce it, and then they're going to like Daze to make us pay for it again. So I'm okay for that. I'm okay with that if they use 2 on this. I actually didn't do that math out where they had 3 we had to pay instead of just 2 or 1. Yeah, okay. Nope, not paying for Daze. Okay. My opponent can now definitely flip their Search for Azcanta, so there's that. I'm actually surprised they didn't flip it last turn, because I believe they were able to. Yep. They milled a Volcanic Island. That's 6 mana. Now they have like all the dig in the world, which is something to think about. Okay, Finish Steed. Cool. I guess put one of those on board. I guess eventually we have to have enough lands we can just blow up an Omniscience in response to like a Cunning Wish or something. So it's 2, 4, 6. Omniscience costs what, 10? Alright, so we still need 4 lands. We're pretty far away from that. So now no, my opponent has at least 2 Cunning Wish in hand. We don't know about the third card. Be nice to draw another Cobble Therapy here. The third and final one that we have. So that's 6, 7, 8. Okay. So they're really digging for show and tell now. I'm assuming they drew. Yeah, I'm assuming they drew the omniscience there. There's a show and tell, right? Yeah. They have 2 Cunning Wish, so we're probably just dead. Yeah, it's omniscience, so we're probably just dead. I'm kind of curious what my opponent's win condition is, so I'm gonna let them go ahead and do this, and then post-board we'll have a much better play. We'll have some Fluster Storms, we'll have our Thought Seizes, we won't have like Abrupt Decays, which are pretty much useless. I guess Abrupt Decay can hit like Azcanta, but that's not really relevant. The Pernicious Deeds are pretty bad. Like hitting 10 mana for Omniscience is not really great. Alright. F6. Okay. I'd assume this will just be 3 Emrakuls. 3 after the Infants. Okay, you can have that one. This is the old release the Ants combo, I guess. Most likely. Oh, they're casting a Cunning Wish? That's odd. That was release the Ants, right? Oh, we're not winning any clashes with them, so we're just going to go ahead and scoop to that. All right. So I'm going to want Fluster Storms. I'm gonna want Thoughtseize. I'm going to want Force of Wills. I don't want Abrupt Decays. I don't think I need 4 Life Blooms. I don't need these Pernicious Deeds. I'm going to trim back on some of my cycling lands. What else? What else? I think that's about it. I could trim like another land or 2 for like crop rotations and whatnot. I think that's really where I want to go. I think this is actually fine. I mean, I'm not like huge on the Nicfit plan against this deck because they have a lot of basics, but I think this is going to be okay. Like the Astral Slide plan might not be actually that great, but they just go show and tell an Emrakul. Astral Slide can actually be like an out for us, so I want to keep that. We'll be on the play. Sand's not terrible. It's not ideal, but like we'll have like Force Blue card. We can Brainstorm. We'll have Cobble Therapy, so that's nice. My opponent just like Snap Kicks to the 7. We'll be able to like Cobble Therapy probably. Okay, so they're mulligan. So we're gonna start with a Cobble Therapy. I'm just gonna name Brainstorm. They kept like a shaky hand with like Brainstorms and stuff. That would be fine. Okay, so they have. We see what their hand is now. No Brainstorms, but that's fine. So we know they don't really have anything that kills us. They have like a Pact of Negation, Force of Wills, Ponders, and all that. So our Force Blue card is not going to be great here. It's because they have the Pact of Negation to push everything through if they're going to kill us. But we can Cobble Therapy next turn for the Force, so that's fine. I'll likely lead on Brainstorm, try and get some like real land in the hand if we don't draw like land here. So we got here. So it's Fluster Storm. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine just casting a Brainstorm here. Hopefully find a couple of like real land. We found Forest Fire Explorer, which is pretty good. I'm going to put back Astral Slide, Tranquil Thicket. I'm going to play Forest, Veteran Explorer. If that resolves, I'm going to Flashback Cobble Therapy, probably hit Force of Will, and then hard cast another Cobble Therapy and try to hit whatever else they have in hand that's relevant. So my opponent has 6 cards in hand. So they're going to force the Cobble Therapy when they pitch. They pitch the Pact Negation, so we don't know about either one of those cards. We will use that ability. Get an Island Swamp. I'm going to follow up with another Cobble Therapy. We'll name Show and Tell. It looks like my opponent might be protecting like part of their combo. I don't know if that means that they have. I don't know if that means they have like Omniscience or Show and Tell or both. Spell Pierce. That's kind of annoying. We can fight over a Show and Tell, so I'm not too worried. So I'm actually just going to let that happen. Right? Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to let that happen. We know 2 of their cards in their hand are these 2, and they have a 3rd card, so they might have like a Show and Tell in hand, and they still have to dig for the pieces. I'm not too worried, but yeah, I was going to name the Force with a Therapy, so that's actually it's actually a good point. I suppose my opponent was possibly worried about me naming like Show and Tell if that's one of the cards in their hand. But here we'll be able to cast Jace and have Force backup, so that's nice. Nope, not that. Not the Eternal Witness. That card. There we go. We're just going to start brainstorming, I think. My opponent doing Hardcast Force. We can fight that. Sucks we have to pitch to Flusterstorm, but I think it's okay to pitch it. My opponent's obviously digging, so I think I'm gonna face out my opponent. We're gonna get this clock going. No, they can have the Force. I don't think I care about Force of Will at all. If I find a green source, it'd be nice. I can play this Eternal Witness, buy back like a Cobble Therapy, cast Cobble Therapy again. Now we know they have Force. Like they'll have to they either have to force it or. This is the last card they have in the hand that we know about. So we know their hand is Misty Rainforest, Force of Will, and one other card. Let's see here. So we drew a Force of Will. Can't particularly hardcast that yet. I'm actually going to brainstorm here. I'd like to find another green source for this Eternal Witness. Of course it didn't happen, but that's fine. Now we have like Force Blue card up, which is okay. Know if I particularly... I think I'm fine cycling this Baronmoor and drawing one of those Eternal Witness. Right. So we do have to be careful. We know they have Misty Rainforest in hand. There's so they have Misty Rainforest Force, 1 blue card. So if they have Show and Tell other card, they can't have Force plus blue card, so we can win the count. We don't have to worry about the counter war at all. Alright, so they played the Misty Rainforest. So now we know we just know about the Force of Will in their hand. They're obviously not doing anything here because they didn't use the mana off that. I didn't use mana off that. So I think I'm fine just going to brainstorm again. Yeah, not great. Oh, the Force is nice. I'm just going to put back Astral Side Eternal Witness. I'm going to play this Baronmoor. Next turn we'll be able to untap and we'll have Force blue card plus Force. I think starting next turn I'm just going to continue Jace tick up, target my opponent. They'll likely fetch here, which means they won't have that up, which is nice. No, they didn't fetch here? Okay. Just trying to make me look like a dick. Alright, we're just ticking up now. Yes, I'm going to put Boseiju on the bottom. We don't have anything to interact with Boseiju like Wasteland, so we have to put that on bottom. Love another green source so we can play this Astral Slide, or this Eternal Witness. Eventually that'd be great, because then that Astral Slide that I believe is still on top, we can actually cast that as well. Okay. No, you can keep that on top. If we keep that on top, it's also going to make them more likely to fetch. If they fetch, I don't really particularly care if they fetch away a Volcanic Island. So I'll take the fetch off the board, so our Jace +2 will actually be more relevant. This is Cunning Wish. I'm just going to hard cast Force or Intuition. I think, yeah, I think I'm going to force that. I don't particularly want them to get the shuffle plus get parts of their combo. Depending on what they have in hand, like I don't want to potentially have to fight over a counterspell. Oh, fucking days, really? Yeah, okay, you'll get Intuition, whatever. So we know one of the cards in hand is a Force, so we're actually now thinking about we're in trouble a little bit. Intuition's only getting half the combo, and it's being a shuffle because we Jace put it on top. Okay, oh, crap, that sucks. All right. Someone got Omniscience. Okay. Just gonna put in Eternal Witness. We're gonna get back a Force of Will. Why not? Let's see whether we're gonna get that back. They might react. Hopefully they don't have Force. Oh, Omniscience in place. I can just hardcast Force now. Yeah, we're gonna use that ability. I think so. So they have Force of Will in hand. Like we know they can hardcast it because of this. I mean, we have to at least just try and fight over this, but it doesn't really matter. Like we're just dead here. We need to be able to cast this Force too, and we can't. So we're just dead. I guess fighting over the Intuition was probably stupid, knowing that they had the Force in hand. That sucks. I guess giving them the Force of Will was probably a stupid call, just because they support it a lot better than we support it. You know, imagine Cunning Wish is going to get their Release the Ants, and then we're just dead. Yeah. They have their deck in their hand, we lose. Okay. Well, that sucks. I'm not even sure if Force is where we want to be. Like, we don't have a ton of blue to actually support it, so I don't know if Force is particularly somewhere we want to be. Could be more discard. I'm not really sure. Could be something just putting off show and tells, things like that. Yeah, it can be brutal for sure. Okay, my opponent's gonna play first. I think this hand's fine. We have like we have fetch for brain. We can brainstorm, and we have Cobble Therapy. So I think we're gonna keep this. We're gonna hope to find like a better explorer. Okay. So Scalding Tarn could lead to several decks. I'm not really sure what exactly we're playing against. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more information before I start firing off Cobble Therapies. Decent chance of Storm, could be Miracles, could be Sneak and Show, could be, I guess, Omni Show's a thing again. I don't know where that came from, but that came from somewhere. I'm going to put back Jace Forest, I guess. I don't mind drawing the second Jace. I don't particularly want to draw the second Forest at the moment. Sorry, Catacombs will fetch, probably get us a Trop. Alright, so this could be Rugged Over looking at. Throwing fetch lands into their open blue mana would not be great. This could also be like check pile randomly. Could be Grixis Delver. God only knows. I'm not going to fire off Cobble Therapy with what little information I have, personally. Right, Ponder. I'm leaning heavily towards Delver. This could be check pile, though. It's unlikely. They did draw the Trop Island. That's not usually the first land they would fetch, so it could be check pile as a result, but like they do, Badlands is most likely check pile. So it could be like a Storm deck that uses Trop instead of Bayou, but that seems very unlikely to me. This is probably him to Torok here. Yeah, that's him to Torok. Okay. So this is definitely check pile. I'm going to hide my Jace. I guess I'm going to hide a Cobble Therapy. So I do want to be able to hit their hand with it. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so we discarded 2 forests, not a huge deal. Well, apparently that forest came back to us, so that's sweet. End of their turn, I'm just going to cycle this Lonely Sandbar. Get back through my deck a little bit after hiding a couple cards. So I think the correct name here is going to be Jace the Mind Sculptor. I don't think we particularly want to try and fight theirs. Could also just be, I guess Leovold's not like a terrible option, but we do have our Abrupt Decay in hand, so we can just flat out, oh my god, 2 Leovold? Damn. Oh no. No, Baron Moore, why are you a tap land? That sucks. Oh, I should have stayed Leovold. No. So we are going to have to fight through most likely a Leovold. That blows. What bad luck. Luckily, we do have, like, Pernicious Deeds, so... Next time we can, like, play a Pernicious Deed. They don't have... Hopefully they don't end up with Force. Next time we just play a Pernicious Deed, they play a Leovold, we just crack it for 3 and get rid of it without them drawing cards. So it's not a huge deal. It's a little slow, but it's, you know, not big. Yeah, that was my thought process. Like, we can easily answer a Leovold, but, like, a Jace right now, we're not going to easily answer. So I wanted to be able to, like, get a Jace if they had it. Assume it's going to be, yeah, here comes their first Leovold, which that sucks. I would have, oh, if I named Leovold, that would have been so delicious. That would have been so great. Astral Slide's not a good card here. So we're just going to go ahead and drop Pernicious Steed. If they drew a Abrupt Decay, it's going to make me a very sad panda. I need more land. Them hitting 2 forests actually was very relevant in the end. 4 different unplayable words in my title. What, Legacy, Bug, Featuring, Slide? I'm not sure what words you're referring to, Curtis. You'd have to be more specific. Tropical Island, that's cool. So I think here we're probably just gonna, I think we're just cracking this deed and we're gonna Cobble Therapy again. Crack that for 3. Okay. We're gonna Therapy again. We're gonna name the other Leovold we know is in their hand. Hopefully they didn't draw any type of counter magic to protect it, but they did whatever. They'd have to pitch Leovold anyway. Oh, they do have Kolaghan's Command though. That's a little annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna name Kolaghan's Command. I think I have to. Unfortunately. Yeah, they have like so much value in their hand. That would have been crap. Yeah, I'm glad I named Kolaghan's Command. They could have just ended turn, Kolaghan's Command, returned their Leovold, and just replayed it if I Cobble Therapy away Leovolds. So I'm kind of happy I actually did that instead. If the previous turn I had, you know, just Cobble Therapy named Leovold, that would have been great. But and this Leovold doesn't particularly matter. It's going to end up probably drawing them a card because we're going to have to Abrupt Decay it or just Jace bounce it. Bella need blue off that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to probably just going to Jace bounce it. Once the Jace's play, I'm not too worried. I guess another Kolaghan's Command or a Bolt could suck. At the moment, like Baleful Strix, Fatal Push, those don't interact with Chase, that's fine. There's the option where just like taking up Jace, targeting ourselves. Gets us to look at the top of our deck. If their Leovold attacks Jace, like Leovold can't kill it. They still have to like Leovold and K command or Leovold attack it and bolt or whatnot. So that might have been worth it, like not giving the extra card draw right there. Just kind of like abrupt decay them and then start brainstorming, but that Leovold's probably gonna come back down, so I'm fine abrupt decay when it comes back down. Overall, I think it just maybe just unnecessary lets them draw one extra card, which could or could not be relevant. Yeah. So we're going to discard a card and we're going to lose our Jace. I think we have to keep this abrupt decay, so we're going to discard this Astral Slide. The jig is up. Jace is down. They top deck another Kolaghan's Command, not much we can do about that, so it's fine. We did help them draw into it. So they have Baleful Strix, Fatal Push, Leovold. They're pondering they'll have 2 cards we don't know about. Lonely Sandbar, you suck, go away. Baron Moore, you suck, go away. Island. Hi, how's it going? More land. Alright, so it's not Leovold, so we can just abrupt decay this. We'll wait until end step to reduce the amount of chances they can fudge and Deathrite. We're going to wait until end step to reduce the chances where they can play another thing. Not that that's relevant anymore, because now that Deathrite's in play. They already had the thing to play, apparently. Alright, so answer that Leovold once and for all. Call that a day. Alright, Eternal Witness. I want to get back Jace, but I think I want Brainstorm more, right? Maybe Pernicious Deed. Pernicious Deed seems pretty good, but I can't cast it right now. So I think I just want Brainstorm. Try and fix up the hand a little bit. Yes. Okay. I'll Brainstorm here, see what we can draw into. Liliana's not terrible. Can't cast it right now, so we'll put back Swamp, we'll put back Liliana. Let's play this Phyrexian Tower, because why not? I guess I probably want to just flash back this Cobble Therapy. I think I want to get rid of Baleful Strix. God only knows what they have in hand, though. We've helped them draw plenty of cards. Baleful Strix will draw them deep in their deck. We won't particularly care about their Fatal Push after the fact. Okay, so they drew another Fatal Push. Jesus Christ. Fatal Pushes don't particularly matter. We're not really creature heavy. They want to blow up our Veteran Explorers and stuff like that. Like, I'm fine with that. This Bolt is going to kill our Liliana very quickly. That's pretty unfortunate. It's like even when we take up Liliana, Bolt hits it down, Deathrite kills it the rest of the way. I guess it does use a Bolt and it shuts off a Deathrite activation, so I guess we could just do that, but I'm not particularly excited about this game plan. They'll likely just discard a Fatal Push. I guess we can just make them sack too, so we can get rid of this Deathrite. We'll lose our Liliana either way, but yeah. I got there, Low Guppy. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I do. Yeah, you can eat my abrupt decay, that's fine. Not happy about it, but it's fine. Yeah, my thought process was just too focused on keeping Liliana around rather than her just going away. And there wasn't really a way I could keep it around given the bolt in hand, so it's unfortunate, but at least we get to trade the death right, so that's decent. We know on top of our deck right now is a swamp though, so that's not exciting. At least we have all the mana, that's cool. We know our opponent has 2 Fatal Push, which don't do anything really. Like, they can kill an Eternal Witness, which is fine. If we use an Eternal Witness, like, I'm perfectly okay with that. This means we bought back something more relevant. I'd love to top deck an Eternal Witness, actually. We can Eternal Witness, sack it to Tower, and then play Jace, which would be great. So hopefully our next draw is an Eternal Witness. Might have been worth it to keep Swamp in hand just to let my opponent just try and him me or Kolaghan's Command or something. So it basically makes them waste a card and gives us more information about what's in their hands since we know they have 2 Fatal Push. I think the mana is more relevant, so I'd rather just play it and not do that. But there are occasions where like that's actually like the kind of play that's worth it. Make your opponent use it when it's relevant. So I mean, Loam will give us more looks because we'll get back some cycle lands. I don't think. I don't think we have any more. We have 1 fetchable green source in Savannah. I don't really care to get that, so we're just going to get a force back as well because I do want to play another land. Getting back the cycle lands means we get to rebuy some draws in our deck. My opponent might be hard casting force here just to shut down this life alone, which is sure. That's the fight you want to be fighting. Go for it. So my opponent actually might not have Fatal Pushes in hand still because they have Brainstorm twice. I'm assuming they probably won't have those in hand anymore. I know if I'm my opponent, I'd probably fetch them away. I will replace this 1-draw Dredge. And of course, Slide, Thicket, Deed. Yeah, that's awesome. Draw step. My opponent have Click? Or are they gonna? Oh, they're gonna snap Kolaghan's Command me. That sucks. Assuming they buy back Leovold. Probably make me discard Life Loam. So this is a little annoying. Yeah, and they're getting back Leovold just like I thought. Makes sense. Checks out. Okay. I'm drinking whiskey like usual, Jameson. How's it going, Chris? How you doing? So here comes Leovold. There it is. Wants to make me an offer I can't refuse. 12-hour shift at work. Oh, how's that going for you? Dominic, right? So I kind of want to dredge back this loan, but I kind of also just want to draw a card now. I guess if I dredge back this loan, I can still rebuy something. Oh, we hit a Jace. That sucks. And a Eternal Witness. That sucks horribly. Is my opponent going to do the same thing again? No? Okay, cool. What was taking so long there? Alright, so we still have a draw, technically, because we haven't drawn a card this turn. So we'll be able to use 1 cycle in this turn to draw a card, and we'll be able to use 1 cycle in during their turn to draw a card and still work around this Leovold. No replacement, please. Veteran Explorer, sweet. just going to flash that back. We will target my opponent, which let them draw a card, but we're going to try and name Jace the Mind Sculptor, see if we can snag something. See if we can snag it like post card draw. Might be worth it to name like Kolaghan's Command again. We've seen 2 so far, and they flash back to 1 already. What if I just name Snapcaster Mage? Yeah, we're going to use that ability. If I have the basics, we're going to get them. So my opponent's probably already fetched out all their basics. I can't picture they have more, but see what happens there, I guess. Yeah. Alright, yeah, my opponent did not have more basics, which I figured. I'm going to name Snapcaster Mage. Hopefully it doesn't just crap on us, but... So they have the Fatal Pushes still. Why do you still have Fatal Push? What is wrong with you? My opponent should not still have those in hand. They've cast multiple Brainstorms. I mean, now we know my opponent also has a Force of Will, so that's worth noting. Good lord. Those Fatal Pushes would be so gone if I was on their side. Like, all they've seen is Variant Explorer, which I want to die, and Eternal Witness, which doesn't really do anything. Like, sure, keep the Fatal Pushes in hand. All my creatures are expendable anyway. Alright. So we're in a little bit of trouble here. I need to draw something good. I only get this draw here now. I'm not going to dredge... Oh, that's so good. They can hardcast Force, which is the problem here. This kind of sucks. I need to take that Force, but I can't. Alright, we're just going to have to draw a card in there, time with Tranquil Thicket, and hope that we can find a way to get that Force out of their hand. Oh, Snapcaster Mage means we are dead. So we're going to go next game. I couldn't dredge the low man draw a card to get the Pernicious Deed that I ended up with. And then if I used Tranquil Thicket, I couldn't replace draw dredge because it would just not let me do the draw in the first place. So there's nothing to replace. If I was able to do all that, that would have been great, but I wasn't able to. So I like Thoughtseize here. Kind of like Toxic Deluge over spot removal. I hate Astral Slide against the Leovold deck, so that's coming out. In which case, I don't have any weight in the deck. I'm going to cut up Plains of Savannah. And then I'm actually fine with the rest of the spot removal, but Astral Slide is just miserable there. Yeah, you have to have the card draw available before you can actually replace the draw dredge, so unfortunately it just doesn't really work that great. I think I'm fine with just this. I like Toxic Deluge because like it doesn't target, so you don't have to worry about Leovold so much. When they're going like deep on stupid crap like Snapcaster Mages and Baleful Strikes, like cards that are like card advantage, but at the same time they're not particularly threats, but they can go wide with them. Like I love Toxic Deluge for that as well. I could do Bog for Snapcaster Mage. That's fair. I'll bring in crop rotations for that, obviously. I'm gonna trim a Life Loam. I'll trim 2 Life Loam, I think. I'd probably just get rid of another... What do I get rid of that for? Probably with my Cycle Lands, honestly. I don't think Cycle Lands are doing me a whole lot of good here. We will be on the play. This hand would be gas with some land. We just keep this, right? We have so many land in the deck. We just keep this and we draw land, right? Is that how that works? No? Okay. We're gonna mulligan that. Okay, so we can like turn 1 Veteran Explorer, turn 2 crop rotation into Phyrexian Tower if we wanted to, if that works, but it's probably not going to, so. I will keep this hand though, because it's fine. All the removal they have has to destroy Veteran Explorer. I don't think I want the second crop rotation, so that's going to go on bottom. I'm also going to be fetching anyway, so that's kind of irrelevant. I wonder if my deck wants back to basics. I feel like back to basics would be a good one. Alright, so we're going to play with this Veteran Explorer. So F6, I have nothing else to do. Is F6 not my... This reset? What the hell's going on here? No, it's just 6 again. Okay. So apparently that reset. Whatever. I'll go ahead and bolt my Veteran Explorer. I like my prediction speeds. Okay. So I'm going to play the Lonely Sandbar and I'm going to crop rotate it away. Flusterstorm. Okay. When you hate your opponent having crop rotations, I guess, you just Flusterstorm. So we could have gotten Phyrexian Tower off that. Apparently we're not allowed to do that according to my opponent, so that's getting countered. They use a Flusterstorm on that, though. I guess I'm okay with that. We'll get him for one with the Veteran Explorer. Just gotta send the message, right? 3 Pernicious Deeds, not really the best draw there. Hey, look, Phyrexian Tower. Probably shouldn't have gone to combat. So my opponent just kills this now. I can't sack it, but that's okay, I guess. I'll still get the lands. I'll still be able to make mana, so it's not really a huge deal. My opponent kind of surgical that out of my deck. Oh, they're casting a Brainstorm, so they get the free shuffle, I guess. They have basic lands in hand. It's also worse to just like Brainstorm. You just get basic lands back into their deck. Kind of feeling like some of them are the cycle lands could probably be some number of wastelands as well. Kind of missing not having wastelands in the deck like this. So like in a matchup like this, the wasteland's just like insane, really good. I'm gonna get Swamp because we're gonna need a black source. I will get Island because I want a blue source. And I'm just gonna try to cast this Pernicious Deed. We have all Pernicious Deeds, so if they have counter magic for this, sure. Force of Will, pitch a card, whatever. Just cast another one, not a big deal. And concerned with them possibly having Jace. We do not interact well with Jace, so. Should probably have some number of Maelstrom Pulse in the sideboard. That could be something instead of Force of Will. Again, we don't have too many blue cards, so we can't interact with Force very well. Okay, you get to draw a card. You still have 7 cards in hand. 6 cards in hand, excuse me. I'll ponder. Flusterstorm by freaking crop rotation. Oh, that's impressive. Okay. Well, that Veil's pretty good, but don't mana to cast it. That kind of sucks. Kind of want to play another Pernicious Deed, but they end up just playing a 3-drop. I have to lose my own deeds. That doesn't seem worth it, so I'm just going to pass. Hold up this Pernicious Deed for like if they play a Leovold, if they play anything else. Hopefully draw another land. I guess even Life from them here would be able to get me a fetch land to get another black source, so that'd be good. Trop, not what we're looking for. God damn. Okay. Also, at this point, my opponent probably has a pretty good controlling hand. They're not really particularly doing anything. I mean, they don't want to overcommit the board with a Pernicious Deed out there. In fact, my opponent's had multiple Brainstorms with shuffles in between. Not great for us. There's a very good chance my opponent likely has some number of 4s, maybe some number of Spell Pierce. I think that Death Right's enough to make us crack this deed. I'm gonna wait until end step. I don't want them to get the chance to just like randomly play a Leovold during second main. I'll take the 1 damage. It's not really a big deal. The 1 damage is definitely not going to make or break this game. Okay. Let's crack that deed for 2, get rid of 2 of their creatures. Okay, sure. We'll Cobble Therapy, target them. I'm going to name Leovold here. I like the first time I did this. Probably decent chance this gets Force of Willed if they have it. Ugh! What the fudgicles? That's quite the hand. 2 more Baleful Strix and 2 Death Rights? What the frick? Yeah, so that's a thing. I mean, like, they can force one of my pernicious deeds. If I get another black source, we can play 2 in a turn at least. So there's that. That's quite the hand. So they drew a land for turn. So we still know the contents of their hand. Love to draw another black source. No black source will allow us to play 2 pernicious deeds in a turn. But I think is what we're going to have to do since they have Force of Will. The red blast and the flusterstorm not relevant, obviously, because it's an enchantment. That is not blue. Baleful Strix drawing cards could end up being a card that can actually interact with these. Love to see them just fetch and play another Baleful Strix. That'd be awesome. But they clearly did not do that. All right. So we're on game player finish deed, player finish deed. Definitely need more black, so we're going to go Underground Sea here. Black, green, colorless, pernicious deed. So my guess is they're going to force pitch Baleful Strix, which I'm fine with because our second pernicious deed can at least clean up all this. Yeah, so there's force pitch Baleful Strix. Okay. Here's another pernicious deed for your ass. The next card was just like Spell Pierce. I would just be miserable. Like that's the card you top decked. Damn it. That would suck. Okay. So hopefully the next card isn't Abrupt Decay, because Abrupt Decay could also make this a little sad. They will get at least 2 Death Right activations. Eat up my graveyard a bit and drain us a bit. So they top deck most likely another land. Or they top deck a Jace. That's not good. So we know our Liliana is good to resolve, most likely. So that's a good thing. We can crack the deed, get rid of their board, play Liliana, hopefully race that Jace a bit. We'll have to draw a creature as well, because even if we can like wipe their board of everything but Jace, we'll need some type of creature that can make Jace have to minus, or just Jace starts taking damage. Okay. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be Abrupt Decay. Golgari Charm, that sucks too. Okay. This is all falling apart. My opponent's drawn very well this game against us. Us drawing 3 finished deeds really early, like all in a row, was pretty bad. Starting out with like the crop rotation getting Flusterstorm wasn't great for us either. I mean, Abrupt Decay one of these Death Rights for sure. I would commit a Liliana to the board, but I don't think that's really great here. If I knew I was going to draw like a Toxic Deluge or something, I'd probably just commit Liliana and play Toxic Deluge and wipe my opponent's board, but it's possible I should have just waited a turn to be able to play a deed and crack it, rather than just play a deed onto an empty board and hope my opponent didn't have like Abrupt Decay or Golgari Charm, which they had. They end up with the Golgari Charm, which was unfortunate. So they haven't shuffled since their Jace last Brainstorm, so we know their hands at this point most likely Flusterstorm, Red Blast, X cards. Can't picture they're going to put Flusterstorm or Red Blast back. Red Blast interacts with Jace. Flusterstorm obviously interacts with it if I try to interact back on the stack, so I think by now they'd realize Flusterstorm isn't particularly great against us. We don't have a lot of instants and sorceries they actually can or want to interact with, although I guess they do want to interact with Life Alone for some reason. Did buy them enough turns where we couldn't draw into our deck a little bit, so that actually, the force on our Life Alone game 1 was actually pretty good. This Brainstorm is definitely not going to resolve, but we have to cast it anyway because we have to try. Okay, it did resolve. Put back Brainstorm Liliana. I'm going to bog my opponent, try and get a reaction out of them. And then I haven't cast enough spells where Toxic Illusion can get countered by Flusterstorm, right? That's 1, 2, 3. No, I have. So if I cast Toxic Illusion here, it gets Flusterstorm, just gets countered, so I have to pass the turn. It's possible I should have just put this on top, kept Liliana in hand, and just played a Liliana here. Liliana here, tick up, isn't right. Actually, wouldn't have been bad. So, Deathrite, eating a card from my graveyard. We start the slow burn. I need to find answers Jace soon. I need to hope my opponent doesn't make me discard. Hindsight, I definitely should have put this Toxic Illusion back on top to protect it. I could have also resolved the Liliana through Flusterstorm and Red Blast, so. And Liliana's on top, if I remember correctly, so chances are we're going to lose it. Which actually, like, Liliana doesn't really win us the game or do much for us. It's possible it should have been, like, Liliana Brainstorm on top. My opponent might have still bought in the Brainstorm, but either way, we'd be able to draw into whatever other card we wanted to protect. Just hope my opponent doesn't have discard here. I need to Toxic Illusion for 2 real bad here. Well, Baleful Strix is okay, I guess. Not too happy about it, but it is what it is. I think my opponent's found all the lands in their deck, so that's kind of good for them. I don't want to tap all my black mana. We'll do that. We're going to Deluge, pay 2 life. Hope it's good enough. So if my opponent Flusterstorms, we'll have to pay 2, which we can do. My opponent's Force Will, that just makes me sad. Yeah, this looks like a hard cast Force Will, most likely. Oh no, they're eating Brainstorm, so they're just reacting to it to make sure they can get the activation, so that's cool. Well, hopefully that means this resolves. This is the second time we've gotten to wipe multiple creatures off the board with our sweepers, so that's good. I'm going to Brainstorm here. If they don't interact with this, we can play Liliana and we can start taking it up. Raptor, thanks for following me on Twitch if you're in here right now. Yeah, Red Blast. I kind of figured that would happen. Alright, when we draw... Oh no, our Liliana's on top. If they're going to keep Jace plusing us, they're going to put Liliana on bottom. Again, Liliana doesn't particularly save us the game at all. So we just got to interact with that Jace. We don't have anything at Maelstrom Pulse. That's definitely something we should have. Definitely not huge on having the Force of Wills in the sideboard, so... Or Force Will in the deck in general. We don't really have the blue to support it, so... I'm going to have to do a lot of work on this deck, so I'm not particularly happy with the way it's playing out. I think there's way too much land at the moment. I can't even... They might not even... Yeah, they just put Liliana on top. Liliana doesn't jack crap. Liliana's not going to be fast enough to race this Jace. Oh, it's a Baron Moore. What the hell happened? Oh, they already bottomed Liliana? Is that what happened? Am I crazy? Oh, yeah, they bottomed Liliana. That's what happened. Okay. Whatever, I'll just thought seize my opponent. Maybe they'll have Bolt and they can Deathrite us next turn, so we're just dead. Or maybe we'll just have Bolt and we'll just be dead. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Put us out of misery. Thank you, opponent. So So yeah, this is a little bit of a train wreck. A lot of work to be done. Clearly, I went a little bit too deep on this one. Mm, that seems pretty accurate. That's why I'm thinking like I don't know if I particularly need Eternal Witnesses in this deck. Like I might still want them because like Astral Slide and Eternal Witness is great for like the control game. It's like once you get that going, it's awesome. But it could just be like having like high end Nicfit threats that work well with Astral Slide. Like a Dragonlord Slumgar could be great in here. Um, what else? I was considering like I could play like a Dragonlord Ojutai. I could play a Dragonlord Jamoka. I think Slumgar sounds very interesting. Great against Show and Tell. Great against like opposing Planeswalkers. Like I don't know. Could be great against opposing Weevilds. Hell, could take your opponent's Baleful Strikes and have like a really good blocker. Like I don't know. Not sure. Definitely thinking Thragtusk should be in the deck. I'm kind of considering a Decree of Pain for another cycling card. I kind of want to like cut back the land a little bit, cutting back a couple of the cycle lands. Yeah, one Eternal Witness is probably plenty. This hand's not amazing, but I'm fine with it. Like we can brainstorm, we can life from them. I'm gonna try it. Hoping brainstorm actually like fixes up our hand a bit. I might even just want to try and set up for life loam early. So I'm just gonna start with a fetch and pass. Play this one slowly. Try and figure out what we're playing against. Try and figure out what we want to keep, what we're looking for. Don't need to rush this game, I guess. Thespian stage. So my guess is green black depths, but we're not against Gator or how's your name, Curtis, on here? D and Solver. So how's my phone doing? Get Underground Sea here. Why don't you just cast a life from them here? My opponent responding or it's okay. Thespian stage on Cavern of Souls. Oh, Eldrazi? Okay, so this is that colorless Eldrazi deck, I'm assuming? Okay. They got some decent play against this deck, so it's fine. Okay. So I'm not going to dredge back to life, all right? Yeah. No, I'm not going to. Okay. Let's start with the brainstorm. I'll keep that in my graveyard. I'll probably put this other one back. Another matchup where, like, if I would love to have Wastelands in this deck. Hopefully I can find an Abrupt Decay here, so we can Abrupt Decay that. Keep them off mana a bit. So if they, like, next turn Oblivion Sora, that's going to be kind of rough. Everyone saw a 6 or 8. No, I'm thinking about it. They might not be Oblivion Sour us. It is 6, so yeah, they could next turn Oblivion Sour us. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Drew a couple lands off that, so that's not really great, but we're going to put back our basic lands because we do not want to have those, especially when we have a tournament, Veteran Explorer want to blow up. Drawing a lot more lands kind of sucks, but it does happen. Hopefully we start drawing something irrelevant, but who knows. Just going to get another Triple Island here. I'm just going to play this Veteran Explorer, and I'm just going to cycle this Baron more. I really wanted to put back a Life Alone from the Brainstorm, but kind of had to try and put back 2 lands because we drew land off that as well. Okay, yeah, so we drew an Abrupt Decay, that's cool. Would have been nice if we drew it before we finished tapping everything, but we'll see what happens here. See what they got for 6 mana. I guess they have Voltaic Key, it could be more than that. So another Cavern Souls on Eldrazi. So we're either going to hit with a Thought-Knot Seer, or we hit with Oblivion Sower here. I'm assuming we get hit with Thought-Knot Seer, but... Eldrazi Mimic? Okay. 2 Eldrazi Mimic, okay. Oh, it becomes a 2-2. Yeah, that's cool. Right? Base power and top thing. Oh, no, it just becomes a 2-1. Okay. Another Grim Monolith, okay. So we're going to Abrupt Decay that Grim Monolith. And keep them off mana a bit. Not perfect, but I will not bring back that Life Alone. Hey, another basics. What up? Alright, so we're going to fetch. I would attack, but I'm assuming my opponent's not going to block. I'll keep the Veteran Explorer back to block. If they have like no one more land, they can still. So we got Savannah. Oh man. Green, black, Abrupt Decay that. Next time we'll Turn Witness, buy that back, and also hit their other Grim Monolith if they try to untap it. So again, I'm just keeping my Veteran Explorer back on defense. I don't know if that's particularly going to be relevant, but I'd rather trade it with one of these if they don't get to be pumped than just attack, have them take 1, they swing back for 4. I don't think the extra 1 damage I'll have taken is really worth it, so I'm just going to hold back this Veteran Explorer. I'm going to F6. No, I'm not. How do I stop passing? Yeah, that's 2. Okay. So I guess I'll just cast Life Loam here, actually. Might as well. Now I can 6. Oh, Lord. How many cards I got in hand? 7? Sweet. Another Brain Cell would be great. Matter Reshaper. That card's a little annoying, but it's okay. We're going to lose our Veteran Explorer here, which is fine with me. So I didn't attack into my Veteran Explorer, which makes sense, but I'm a little surprised. Okay. I will not be doing that. Okay, Astral Slide's a little tempting. Very tempting, I should say. Really wish I had Wastelands in this deck. Still on about that. Alright, green, green. Right. I guess we don't particularly have to hold up black for the Baron War cycle because we have it. But we also are going to use this Eternal Wind to spy back Abrupt Decay. I'm likely just going to Abrupt Decay the Grand Monolith. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. Play this Underground Sea. Black, green. Just try and keep you off multiple mana if you draw like a key or something. I can't picture they block the Veteran Explorer. Yeah, I don't attack. I just stay back on defense. Veteran Explorer is keeping them at bay, so I'm actually fine with that. I really, really want Wasteland though. That was the #1 thing that I really wasn't sure about. And I'm definitely sold on the fact that I need Wasteland for this deck. Alright, another Matter Shaper, not great for us. Card's a little annoying. If we have an Astral Slide down and we start cycling out the Matter Shapers, we could just start like Abrupt Decaying their board and stuff. Matter Shapers aren't particularly a huge deal. I will happily block one of those with my Veteran Explorer. Doesn't matter which one, we'll take 6 no matter what. Okay. More land. Yeah, that's my assumption. I have roughly equal parts everything, so I'm just going to get Swamp Island. I have mostly green out, so... Right. Yeah. Guess I could have gotten double Swamp, but I don't think that's really... I don't think it particularly mattered what I did there. We're going to cycle with Baron more. Really wish I had Wastelands. Hey, finished 2. That's not bad. I'm not going to replace my effect with Astral Slide. I am going to do this, though. Finish Deed. So I can Deed -2 to get rid of the Mimics. Play Astral Slide, not get any value. Also, Liliana Tick Up. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do Liliana Tick Up line. It's really these Mimics. I don't particularly want to possibly ramp them with the Matter Reshapers, so I'm not really too keen on that idea. I've drawn a lot of land this game. Granted, I have like Life Loam and stuff, but I've drawn a lot of land this game despite that. That is the beauty of Nicfit, though. You play a lot of land, so you can draw a lot of land. I'm not going to do what? Can't do anything. Alright, discard this. Next time we're going to start loaming because we'll have Astral Slide. Astral Slide will keep our opponent's creatures at bay, which is nice. My opponent had a 3rd Mimic in hand? Oh my lord. We're probably going to lose our Liliana here. Not a huge deal, but... What are you casting? Dismember. Oh, that's annoying. We're definitely going to lose our Liliana here. But her fogging attack isn't a bad thing for us. Actually okay with that. We are down to 9. Like, if they just pushed the 3 there, that would have been rough if they drew a 3 Reality Smasher. Personally, I probably would have just pushed the 3, honestly. But, whatever. Oh no, Jace the Mind Sculptor! No! Why do you go away from me? I would like to another Cycle Land, but... what can you do? Alright, we're going to try to avoid taking some damage, so I'm not going to play a fetch land. Do need another Cycle Land if this is going to be... if we're going to do a very good job being defensive here with this Astral Slide. So this buys us 2 extra turns. This would be a 2-turn clock. It's now going to be a 3-turn clock. Buzz is 1 extra turn, excuse me. Hopefully, I can find something relevant. Hopefully my opponent stops holding priority for so long. I'm going to be trying to take like regular draw steps here, though. Yes, we'll use the ability. Okay. I can just find another cycle land. Hey, blue cycle. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm not going to use Life Loam here, but I'll use it. I'll probably... Okay, now we have a Jason hand. I'm definitely going to use Life Loam on our turn. Definitely going to dredge it back. Another Matter Shaper. So they have 3 Matter Shapers. It's a little annoying, but it's okay. Really wish I had some Wastelands on this deck. No! Why can't I just have Wastelands? Ah! Like, this is the type of game state that you can get to with Astral Slide that, like, if you have something like Wasteland, you can pretty much wipe your opponent out. In my other Astral Slide deck, I have Living Wish that I can get, like, a Tabernacle for. So against, like, this deck, like, this could be a great way to buy time. Then you just play Tabernacle and waste them off their lands, and then you just win. But, yeah, I'll dredge back Life Loam here. So we're going to start with a Loam, get back 3 cycle lands. Yeah, I'm definitely... This is honestly a learning experience, you know? Like, I'm still trying to figure out the deck a little bit. So, you know. Ghost Quarter might not be bad either, too. So I can actually keep these 3 out of play with these 3 cycle lands and Astral Slides. So I'm going to go ahead and brainstorm. I'll probably put back these 2 fetch lands depending on what we draw. I could also just play lands if that's what I do. That's not what I want to do, though. Alright, drew another Life Loam, which is a little unfortunate, but that's fine. I want to kill my opponent really bad. Alright, so I need 2 black sources to cycle these 2 Baron Moors. I need 1 blue source to cycle only Sandbar. I know there's 2 land on top, so I'm going to brainstorm. Replace the first draw Dredge from Life Loam. Second 2 I will actually draw, though. So we found a Cobble Therapy, which is not particularly what we want, but that's okay. So I'm just going to put back 2 Life Loams here. And then I guess I'll just pass turn. On their turn, we're going to have to cycle 3 fetch lands, or cycle lands to keep these 3 out of play. No, not Orborg. Okay. This Thought-Knot's going to be a little annoying for us. Just having to do this little cycle land thing to nerf attacks is going to give it a lot of triggers. So yeah, about that. Alright, let's do our defensive Astral Slide thing. Just going to set all the triggers up now. So we got that one covered, we get that one covered. So we need to get this last one covered. So we need to move this out of the way because the stack's getting kind of big. Note to self, start left to right. Alright, there we go. Yes. Yes, use the ability. I guess we have Cobble Therapy. We could use Jace -1 to bounce Thought-Knots here and Cobble Therapy it back if we end up drawing a creature. Okay, yes. Okay. Cancel. Okay, yes. Okay, cancel. Hey, Van Explorer. That'll also be a shuffle effect that we'd like to see, so that's good. So we'll probably just bounce this Thought Seer, use Van Explorer to flashback Cobble Therapy, get a shuffle off our. Well, I guess we don't get a shuffle off the Jace here because we're going to bounce the Thought Seer, but Van Explorer will be able to get rid of the Thought Seer from their hand. Okay, we're not going to place Draw with Dredge. We're going to bounce this creature and draw a card. Okay. Definitely need a Thragtusk in here. I suppose I could possibly also try like Dark Depths plan. If I was to mainboard the crop rotations, I could try like a Dark Depths Investment Stitch. Maybe I'm just trying to do too much green-black depths. Had a lot of thought process with this deck, trying to figure it out a little bit. Thought process doesn't work very well for me, so that's a little bit of a rough thing for me. So I will not replace Draw Dredge. I will happily draw that Pernicious Deed though. That's kind of cool. All right, so I'm thinking we're gonna end up deeding these three away after we get a peek at their hand, see what they got going. At this point, like a single. So at this point, like our Astral Side can handle a single creature or two. Get the plains, get the islands. That's like our last two lands. Okay, last two basics to go. That's cool. Okay. So our opponent also has a Reality Smasher in hand. That's something worth noting. Reality Smasher reads what? Target of a spell. So we can actually do that. Okay, look, we have Forest in hand. Cool. We're not going to be using that for mana, so we're going to do that. We're going to deed. We're going to get rid of the... Oh, no, we're going to get rid of Astral Side if we do this. Son of a biscuit. That's not a good plan. That's a bad plan. Alright. Cast Loam, get Barrenmore, Lonely Sandbar, Wrinkle Thicket back. Yeah, having access to at least A stage could be pretty cool, for sure. Alright, so I really, really want to crack this deed, but I can't lose my Astral Side yet. I guess if I crack deed, no, I'll die to Reality Smasher if they flip a land, so I can't do that. So maybe like end of their turn or something, I do that. I've already seen 2 Eternal Witness, only 1 more left. Also down to like 19 cards. I don't know. I definitely need a real clock in this deck. This is probably gonna be a problem. Alright. Cycle. Target. We're going left to right now, we learned, because, yeah. Because the stack gets really big on the left side. We're just doing it all at once, so we get all the triggers ready to go. We can just kind of go through them a little bit. We will use that ability. Okay. We will not replace Draw Dredge. There's a fetch land, that's not great. Yes, we'll use that ability. We don't want to die. Okay, let's not replace that Draw Dredge. Cobble Therapy means we can get that Reality Smasher, which is nice. Draw another Astral Side here would be great. I guess even Eternal Witness here would be fine. Nope, none of that. Can't have any of that. This Cobble Therapy is going to handle the Reality Smasher in their hand. They drew a card, and they didn't play it. I can't picture it's a land, because I feel like land just gets played automatically. If I was my opponent, I might actually Thespian Stage my Phyrexian Tower, so they can sack their Matter Reshapers and hopefully get more land out of their deck. Because like right now, that's not really a winning proposition for them. Hoping to attack with Reality Matter Reshapers. I think they want Reality Smasher here, but I don't know. All right. I will not replace Draw Dredge. I still have a Loam in hand. All right, so I'm going to 0 Jace. No replacement. No replacement. No replacement. Alright, so I have a Cobble Therapy here. I can get the Reality Smasher. I have another Event Explorer where I can at least get a fetch even though I can't get any land, really. It's not great. I'll likely end up just playing the second Jace here and start ticking it up after wiping their board. I guess I probably should wipe their board and then Cobble Therapy. Because if they flip off Matter Reshapers, all is dust. Ooh, it's a spicy one. Alright, well. I guess I'm doing that now. I'm probably just going to use the Phyrexian Explorer off Phyrexian Tower, one of them, just to get the second Jason to play. Again, these aren't getting any basics, so they're not going to thin out the deck anymore. Sack one of these to that. Okay. I guess I should have held one in hand too, because I am trying to friggin' get a Cobble Therapy off post Deed. So that was incorrect. I just like making mistakes. That's what I like to do. That sucks. Alright. Well, just crack this, I guess, for 3. Yep, done. Otherwise, put it in your hand, right? So I'm going to draw 3 cards. So there's another Reality Smasher. So yeah, that's why I really wanted to. So that Wasteland should be in play now. Yep. Another Wasteland. So that Wasteland will also go into play. But you still can't cast all stuff, which is nice. But I can't cast this Cobble Therapy yet, so that's not good. Doesn't really matter. So 1, 2, 3, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can just play another Pernicious Deed and crack it when they try to kill me with a Reality Smasher, or when they try to punch me with a Reality Smasher. That is a thing. Man, that was so sloppy. That sucked. So we're just going to play Eldrazi Mimic here. That's interesting. So basically just give me a chance to take their Reality Smasher out of their hand, which is odd. We'll not be replacing any draw switch for a while. So just 0 Jace. That's 1 Cobble Therapy in there, 2. So I can still top deck another Cobble Therapy, get rid of this Reality Smasher or this Owl's Dust. I guess that kind of handles it too. Alright, so I don't particularly want this Life Loam in hand. I do want this Abrupt Decay though. So we're definitely going to play out this Liliana and tick it up. Yeah, whatever. So play out this Liliana, tick it up. I discard a Tranquil Thicket. They'll likely discard their All Dust because they obviously want to play that Reality Smasher with a Mimic in play. So I need to cast Astral Slide here. Can't tap down too much green. So I do need at least 1 green up for this Tranquil Thicket. So I think I just crack the Steed for 2 now. Just get rid of that Mimic now while we're still there. I can Tranquil Thicket the Reality Smasher out of play for a turn. I guess I probably want this other Jason play now, so I'm going to do that. Still have the mana for Tranquil Thicket. The top deck like Thought here that can't throw that apart. So we're choosing one to keep. We're gonna pick this one, obviously. We'll +2 our opponent. So at this point, we're just gonna try and +2 our opponent. They can keep that. We're just gonna try and +2 our opponent until they're dead. We have 12 cards left in our library, and we're starting to run low on time, so we definitely need to get this done. They obviously think they had me with this Reality Smasher, which I don't. Yes, we'll use this ability. I don't particularly want. What was they attacking anyway? Attacking Jason Lance? Yeah, I don't want them to attack my Jason Lance. We're not going to replace Draw Dredge. Or maybe I did replace Draw Dredge, or... No, I didn't replace Draw Dredge. I just drew the life one that was on top of my library, and I'm thinking about it. Okay. Okay. Well, Liliana -2, make their Reality Smasher go away for good. Why am I tapping too hard? What the hell am I doing? I really gotta pay closer attention, clearly. Okay. I cast this Life Loam so we can get back some more of the cycle lands. Our graveyard's getting huge, huh? Our opponent's definitely going to bring a Leyline of the Void against us. I can't picture how they don't. So I know they have Dismember in hand from our last Jace +2. No, they can have a Chalice of the Void for sure. I don't care about that at all. They try to do Chalice for 2. We have this Abrupt Decay, so we just decay that. Not really a big deal. Chalice for 3, maybe? They're also not casting Dismember. I did put that card on top of their library? Yeah, okay. So it's Chalice for 3. That's fine. If I top deck a Veteran's Eternal Witness, I definitely just Abrupt Decay that. Not particularly trying to draw any extra cards at this point. Because naturally we are getting a little bit low. So yeah, how do I win? I just got to take up this Jace. Yes, we'll put Oblivion somewhere on the bottom. Bleach, discard a card. Yeah, I just got to take up this Jace now. This is definitely sketchy. Definitely need to have some real threats in here. Time to cast this Brainstorm, but I don't think I really care about that. Yeah, so how do I win? It's a good question, for sure. Grimmauld, it's like whatever. We lost to the Chalice for 2. Grimmauld got countered. That would have been funny. No Dredge. Jace, tick up. No, I can keep the Warping Well for sure. I guess I can make a Scion token with it, but that's not really relevant. I'll tick up this Liliana. Yeah, Thragtusk is something I've been playing inside for a while now. The card's just like so good. Just like gain 5 life, make a 3/3 beast. And you can do that on your turn and your opponent's turn every turn cycle. It's just really good. So I don't care if they make the token with this Warping Wheel. I can't picture that's what they're going to do. Let's see why my opponent would even bother with that, but they do try to make a token. We have Astral Slide and Cycle Lands, so not a big deal. They do have to do something with it now, since we're going to make them discard it. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, we'll discard land, we don't care. Okay, Chase, tick up. I don't think I really care if my... So, my opponent could randomly draw something that actually kills us. Thought Knots here doesn't, so I'm just going to say no and keep that on top. If they take our Brainstorm, I'm perfectly fine with that. Clearly doesn't kill us, right? Alright, so we're going to Astral Slide. We're going to get rid of this token now. Okay. Not going to place the Draw Dredge. I'm only doing the Astral Slide now, so if we draw like an Eternal Witness or whatever, we can play Eternal Witness, like, just get back like a random... Well, we would have to Abrupt Decay first, but... Yeah, absolutely. Have to decay the Chalice first. I am the type of person that would forget that, though, so there's that. Response to the Thought Nazi, I'm definitely going to just go ahead and decay that Chalice now. It's not relevant. They've lost at this point, but I can have my Brainstorm. I don't care. Okay. Nope. I'm just going to go ahead and ultimate this Jace now. I wish I had a way to make my opponent draw a card. My opponent with the spiteful Wasteland, your Phyrexian Tower, because I have no cards in hand and you just made my hand my library. I love it. Are you just minus on the Thought Nuts here? So I take 5 minutes bugged on Legacy. That online, that sucks. There's a lot online that's bugged, in all fairness. No replacement effect. I guess they had to Wasteland me, so I'm just going to replicate the Grim Monolith. Alright. So I'll send my opponent to their draw step. We'll go into game 2. Assuming my opponent's stuck in that because we're down to 7 minutes and 54 seconds. I just assume that's why my opponent's stuck in there, because they know they can just... They might be able to time us out. We have to win game 2 as well. Otherwise we do just lose. Not sure exactly what's going on right now. I don't know if this froze or not. I'd like to go to sideboarding, but I should just hit begin sideboarding. Is that what's going on here? Okay, so usually automatically brings you to sideboarding. This time you have to go to hit. Okay, sure. I don't mind some number of Toxic Illusions. I don't think I want Force of Will. So I don't particularly think I care about Chalice. I don't have that much blue to really support it. Crocus and Bog don't seem relevant at all. Thoughtseizes could be fine, but I don't think they're really relevant. If I did have some number of Wastelands, like Crop Rotation would be great here. Really wish I had some number of Wastelands. So I'm going to trim with Tranquil Thicket and Lonely Sandbar. I think I'm going to trim a... Maybe I keep one of those. Yeah, just keep the Barrenmore. I think 25 lands okay. I don't think I can go any lower than that, really. I think on the draw, this is okay. On the play, I might want to add Thoughtseize. Well, maybe because they are Chalice deck, I do want to put in Force and maybe trim some number of alone cards. I don't think I want all 4 life alones. Let's try to make room for 3 Thoughtseize, I think. I think I'm fine with Thoughtseizes. I think that's okay. We're going to try that. I'm going to trim an Astral Slide. So this hand's not great. I'd like a second land. I guess we're fairly guaranteed to blow up our Artifact Explorer. My opponent does just lead with Chalice on 1, which they didn't, so that's good. We would be in trouble, but... Yeah, we're not casting Brainstorm. Bad click. There's that Explorer. So if I get a black source off the top, I can Cobble Therapy and Explore and rip a couple cards out of their hand and write my mana. Which would be nice. We have Matter Reshaper. That's a very annoying card if it is. So I didn't get the black source. That sucks. Alright. That blows. We are going to combat. I guess I could have held back if they play like a Reality Smasher and tried to just get in. It would be a great way to get rid of my Varren Explorer. I have Ugin, so this could be a Reality Smasher here. It could also be some number of Eldrazi Mimics. I'm assuming this is going to be a Reality Smasher, but oh, not here. That kind of sucks. They can take like one of my Planeswalkers. They can take like Toxic Deluge or Pernicious Steed. Luckily, Veteran Explorer does a very good job at kind of keeping one of those at bay a little bit. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be Jace or Finish Seed. Okay, cool. That's what you think is right. You do you. Still not a land. No. Alright. Passing turn. Some days you draw the land, some days you don't draw that many. Definitely keeping Veteran Explorer on the back on the defense just because it's not here for sure. Wasteland. Well, it's a good thing we didn't start with a dual land. That would have sucked. Horribly. It's probably not a Thought here. If it is, I'm likely losing the Jace this time. I might lose. This one's a little annoying. I might end up losing like Talk Steelers, but see what happens here. I don't know why they're paying extra mana. This could be a Thought here. Yeah, there it is. So this one will probably take the Toxic Deluge then. Could still potentially take the Jace, but I highly doubt it. Might take the Abrupt Decay if they're worried about the Chalice getting destroyed. Yeah, I took the Abrupt Decay. Okay. Alright, cool. Attack me. Attack me. Attack me, I fucking dare you. Yeah. Well, that kind of blows. Alright, I'm going to pass and turn again. I could attack with my Rare Explorer. Does Warping Well exile? Because Warping Well exiles, I can actually exile my Rare Explorer if they top deck a Warping Well. That would pretty much put us up shit creek. So my opponents found pretty much all their mana. That's a Reality Smasher. Well, as long as my opponent doesn't find a Warping Well, we're probably going to be able to not get out of this because they are just holding back. Oh no, still not drawing land. No. Oh crap. Oh, I can discard Cobble Therapy. Next turn I have a guaranteed sack outlet. That's right, that's a thing. Oh, if this is a Ugin or if this is a Ulamog, I am gonna be such a sad person. Oh no, this is Ulamog. Both these are getting exiled here. This is definitely an Ulamog. That's a lot of mana. Yeah, we are very dead. Very dead there. Alright. So maybe I do want all my land. Even though that a lot of it's just cycling land. I don't think so though. That doesn't feel right. We're just gonna run this one back. I think this is fine. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Come on, I at least want to beat this garbage. With my garbage, of course. I can't really say that my deck's solid, so. Oh, God, I want a green source so bad. I'm going to keep it because I can Thought Seize them. And Brainstorm. Alright. I'm going to not see. What's going to happen here is I'm going to not see a Chalice in their hand. And their top deck's going to be a Chalice in the Void. That's what's going to happen here. If I'm taking the Grim Monolith, they really want to wasteland me. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm not really okay with that, but not much I can do. I wish I could organize my opponent's hand so I didn't have to look at it like Matter Reshaper, Cavern, Matter Reshaper. It's just a stupid little OCD thing, I guess. Yeah, so they didn't have Wasteland. They also don't have, or they didn't have Chalice. They also don't have a way to turn one a Chalice, so we're gonna be okay for right now. That's not a green source. I'm gonna start with a Brainstorm. We're gonna hopefully find a green source. We're gonna play this Veteran Explorer. Playing a black mana though, so that's pretty cool. Oh no. Ugh. All the green mana necessary. None of the green mana in hand. Okay. Now, dear. Once I go. 6 now for a pass the turn. Matter Shaper. Okay. You have the Matter Shaper. Alright. Let's start with a Brainstorm. I'm going to hope to find a green source here, because if I can green source Explorer. Hey, green source, look at that. I'll get rid of this plane, so I really don't want that. I'm also going to be. I also could potentially search it out. I guess I can't green source and tower this turn anyway. Question is, do I want to? Do I want 2 copies of Iron Explorer? Just one. I think I want 2 though. Huh. I think I want the Eternal Witness as well. Right? Yeah, I don't know. Deed seems like I guess I can just put back the Abrupt Decay for now. Like we'll have Deed if we need to be able to clear like a Chalice and stuff. So I'm fine with that. I'm gonna probably. So I don't have a way to get rid of Explorer now. I don't want to just lose a green source. I'm just gonna fetch a basic here because I do have the Wasteland in hand. I don't know if it particularly matters, but I would like to play a little bit safe. Odds are this game will probably just run out of time anyway. We are down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, Wasteland might likely hit our land, but maybe not. Yeah, that's Grim Monolith. So I top decked another Grim Monolith. We know they still have a Cavern, 1 Matter Shaper, and an All Dust. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They can cast All Dust next turn. I don't think that really does them anything though. Alright, so we're gonna do this. I'm likely gonna play Pernicious Deed. Yes, use that. And get rid of their Matter Shaper and their Grim Monolith. I know I want more green, so make a forest. I'm also gonna get. I guess I get Swamp here, right? So I can play. I can play Explorer. I can play Pernicious Deed. Can I crack those as well? No, I can't. Right. So Deed, Explorer. Can't crack those, so I'm gonna have to just. I still have mana floating, right? Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling on. So I'm gonna play Veteran Explorer first. I'm gonna play Pernicious Deed. Crack it for 3. They'll lose their Matter Reshaper. They'll lose their Grim Monolith. Did I somehow? Isn't Swamp the worst land to get? Swamp's okay to get. Oh, because of Oborg. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so I should have just gotten Forest Island, because I basically would be getting Underground Sea Bayou. Yes, I would like to use the ability. We got Island Plains here. And we're just going to pass that turn. So they drew Oblivion Sower, but they can't cast that yet. They will have access to 5 mana with that Cavern of Souls that they can play next turn. So next turn they probably just play Cavern of Souls and Matter Reshaper. 2, 3, 4, 5. So can I top deck a Reality Smasher? Because that would. Ugh, that sucks ass. That is ass for us. Yeah, I mean, I was getting all my basics anyway, so I guess it didn't. I guess in the end it didn't really matter, but yeah, it was definitely worth it to not get basic swamps while we had other basics to grab because my opponent does have Warborg. So that's definitely worth noting. Let's go. All right, so Eternal Witness. Definitely want to get back the Thoughtseize because we want to get rid of the All Is Dust. Maybe Oblivion Sower, actually, right? Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of Oblivion Sower. Oblivion Sower can definitely make it so they can cast All Is Dust. Child's Voice is a little annoying. We're in a little bit of trouble here. Not really particularly surprising. I guess it doesn't really matter which one we tap because they have more board. Okay. So 3 cards in hand. My opponent's hand is Chalice, Mana Reshaper, All Is Dust. I have to play very fast. Ancient Tomb means they can cast All Is Dust, which means we can lose both of these. That was a nice top deck. And we're getting aids. All the aids. All the time. I do have this Eternal Window, so I can just buy back that stuff anyway. It's not a huge deal. So I need to hopefully find a Psycho Land. Yep, okay. So I can do this, like that, get back that All Is Dust, get back that Astral Side, I mean. There's no way I can actually win this game, really, at this point. Yes, use the ability. That. Okay. Now we can use our Baron Mode to keep ourselves alive against this Reality Smasher a little bit longer. It's not really going to matter since we have 2 minutes left and we can't win in 2 minutes most likely. So like my next card needs to be like a Jace, basically. Yeah, use the ability. Use the ability, don't die. Sounds good. Finish Steed can buy us a little bit of time because we can like play a Finish Steed and blow up their Reality Smasher. There's an Oblivion Sower. We don't have any lands in exile yet. We'll see if our opponent ends up putting... So they got a Verdant Catacombs in a Swamp, which is pretty good for them. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn I can actually cast Pernicious Deed and blow it up for 6. So I can actually answer Oblivion Sower and Reality Smasher, which is kind of cute. I'd love if my opponent just played like a Chalice for 1 here. Because then I can also get the Chalice out of the way for now. And they'll be stuck with just Mana Reshaper, which I can probably not just die to. So yeah, we're pretty good. We're going to have to sack the Eternal Witness to our Phyrexian Tower for the mana. But since we're going to lose our Eternal Witness... Oh, okay, I guess we don't have to do that. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm such a moron, and I don't think I have the mana now. Fuck. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You witness Aaron being a dumbass. Again. Alright, so we're going to answer everything but the Oblivion Sower, which means we're still just dead, right? Yeah, we're still just dead, so that fuck up just sucked. That happens. We're 0-3. I'm going to give this one more round if I don't at least get... Did I win a game yet? I won 1 game against that deck. And that deck's kind of bad, so... Apparently not as bad as my deck, so there's that. I got a lot of work to do. Need some actual threats. Need to trim back the cycle ends, I think, a bit. I do want to try a Decree of Pain, because that could be pretty sweet. I'm going to figure it out. Could just be a trash deck that we just shouldn't be bothering with, too. There's that. Yeah, if I lose this next round, I'm probably just going to drop from this league and call it a night. Definitely going to make some changes. I'm definitely going to try and work at it. So I think this deck could be very interesting. My other Astral Slide deck that I generally play, which is Junk, lacks the stuff like Brainstorm and Jace the Mind Sculptor, which can work out really well together. So I think that sticking with a more traditional type of build, but with blue, is probably going to be decent. I don't know if I want to stick with the Veteran Explorers over the Mox Diamonds. I think Veteran Explorers are just better. Oh, man. I am tired. So how's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone in the stream? Still waiting. Alright, I'm going to pull up the deck list real quick. Talk about some of the changes we're going to make while I'm waiting on this to load up. Alright, so right now what I'm thinking, I'm not going to do an league after this one now. I'm going to call it after this one probably. I'm streaming a little over 2 hours, and pretty much I've also had a very long day, so I think I'm going to be good after this. But I'll be back to my normal schedule, so I'll be back on Thursday at 8 p.m. I'm going to be trying out, someone posted in the Lead and Legacy group that they're trying out a Thopter Foundry deck, like the Thopter Sword combo deck. So I'm probably going to try and stream that on Thursday. See what kind of feedback I can give them. They haven't actually been able to test it yet, so we'll see how that looks. So, changes I'm thinking about making. I'm probably going to cut down to just 5 cycle lands, so I'm probably going to drop 1 Baron Moor, 1 Lonely Sandbar, 1 Tranquil Ticket. Okay, so we got a league match, of course, the moment I start actually talking about the deck again. I'll likely cut down 2 Life Loams and 2 Eternal Witness. I might add another land, another actual land. Most likely like a single bayou, because actually currently I'm not on any bayous. I don't know if that's correct or not. This hasn't seemed to be a problem so far yet, but having that extra black and green source might be relevant. This hand's not terrible. I can keep this. I want to try a Decree of Pain on the deck. I definitely want a Thragtusk for the clock. I definitely need some number of Maelstrom Pulse to be able to answer like opposing Planeswalkers and things like that, because that was definitely something where I struggled. I definitely want to drop the Force of Wills from the sideboard. I want to add a 4th Cobble Therapy to the main board. I could probably honestly try like back to basics. I don't know if that's really going to be... Deck's kind of mana hungry, so I don't know if that's really particularly going to be good. So my opponent led on just Misty Rainforests and went go. So I'm going to start with a Cobble Therapy, target them. See how what they do to react, but so they did nothing. I don't have any information yet. I'm gonna try to just go with like kind of like the normal like brainstorm when you see a Misty Rainforest. My opponent could be on Storm. They could be on what the fuck? That's a Bug Delver probably. So my opponent has Hymn to Torok, Dismember, Daze. I don't think they wasteland me here. They're probably just gonna hymn me on their turn with a double fetch for black sources. Yeah, I think a single Decree of Pain is like a card that can cycle that's not just a land. Seems fine. It's possible that dropping... So I dropped the Unearthed from the junk version I've been on. I was on for a long time. I dropped the Unearthed, and actually Unearthed with Venom Explorer might actually be kind of neat and interesting. It might actually be worth it, so I might go back to Unearthed as another like cycle card. I don't know if I particularly want Living Wishes, but Living Wish could definitely be something to think about and consider as well. Because then you get like access to like, you know, you can have like a 1-up Wasteland on your sideboard. You can have like, so you can have like the 1-up Wasteland on your sideboard. You can have like a 1-up like Thragtusk on the sideboard. It gives you the ability to actually like just kind of get some things going. I don't think... So I don't think Astral Slide's going to be relevant early enough. My opponent's not doing anything. They have Wasteland, Dismember, Daze. They might have drawn a Delver, but we have a Abrupt Decay for that if that's the case. I'll put back Astral Slide and Lonely Sandbar since we're not going to be cycling right now anyway. Probably should have waited to play land, but I make that mistake often. That's something I'm still learning. Just have to learn it over and over again. Because I'm not really very fast. We're going to Wastelanded here, so that kind of blows, but it happens. We do have this fetch land, so it's not a huge deal. We're going to fetch away the Astral Slide because, yeah, Hopefully we don't get stifled, which we didn't. That's cool. I'm not too scared about another Wasteland, so I'm just going to get another Underground Sea. I'm going to cast a Brainstorm here. We want to get some information about what's on top of our deck, what we can expect. All right, so we got a Veteran Explorer here. I would love to jam it, but we don't want to jam it into days, so I'm going to wait on that. I definitely want to be able to play the Veteran Explorer and get the Cobble Therapy, so I'm going to put it right back on top, and I'm going to pass to them. If they don't do anything on their end step, I'm just going to cycle. I mean, I'm probably just going to cycle Trinkle Thicket anyway, but if they try to do another Hymn to Torok, I'd rather have the extra land in hand to protect my Abrupt Decay and my Liliana. Oh my god, another Wasteland. What a rude person. So we're going to cycle the Trinkle Thicket now. Draw into this Veteran Explorer. I'll play my Tropical Island so we don't just get days with this Veteran Explorer. Sorry if my opponent just forced this. So I'm going to flashback this Cobble Therapy, target them. If they don't use days, I'm just going to name days so we can hopefully resolve this Liliana. I just assume they're going to use the days, but they might not. We'll see what happens, I guess. I'm going to get Swamp. So we know they have Dismembered Days. We don't know the other two cards in their hand. They have drawn quite a bit of land. They haven't played a creature yet. Could be a creature. Most likely not. They cast Ponder. They don't have any blue sources. Could be like a Delver Secrets in their hand. If it is Delver Secrets, I'm not too worried about that. Again, we have Abrupt Decay. We have Liliana. We're actually okay with that. All right, so actually, they have Abrupt Decay. That kind of sucks. We're going to lose our Liliana if we play it. Man, talk about your opponent having everything. Your opponent having all the answers. Oh well. We're not going to get any further by just waiting on this, so might as well start tearing apart their hand. I'm just going to discard this Lonely Sandbar because we do run Life Loan, so we can just do that. My opponent likely just Abrupt Decays our Liliana. They likely discard their Dismember. Yeah. Force of Will likely isn't going to be relevant, but who knows what they top deck. Alright. So we know my opponent's Force of Will, we don't know the other card. Astral Side is a horrible top deck. So my opponent top deck another Underground Sea. So here we can play Eternal Witness. Hey, what's going on, Dave? How you doing? So my opponent Force, pitching Force. Those are the last two cards in my opponent's hand, so that's kind of cool, I guess. A little frustrating, but cool, I guess. Eternal Witness likely would just bought back Liliana anyway. My opponent just goes like Delver here. That's right, that's fine too. We're just going to Abrupt Decay it. Flip my opponent off, basically. My opponent has a Wasteland. I would like to not have to be forced when I can time my thing, so I'm going to go ahead and tap down my duel. I'll hold up the second Abrupt Decay with the basic lands, so my opponent can't potentially do something weird with Wastelands. Which I don't think is really a thing, but you never know. Hey, Liliana the Veil. We shall play her. We shall tick her up. We shall discard this Astral Side, which is useless at the moment. Abrupt Decay? What the balls? Come on! I'm playing a deck that has not worked out at all. This is not one of my finer moments in brewing and whatnot. Oh, their card was Abrupt Decay. What a dick. Totally a joke. Oh, it's not actually a dick. I had some people on Reddit post a video that I had where I joked like that, and I have a lot of people tore me apart for that. Don't actually think my opponent's a dick for that. It was a very fine card that they play a lot of, 2-draw, so. I'm not particularly getting owned by Bug Delver, but I'm getting I was able to draw another Liliana, and then I went to tick up, my opponent 1 card in hand. Their 1 card left in hand was a Abrupt Decay, so. That was a little sad face, but it's fine. I don't know if there is Delvers. I've seen Deathrite, They're playing like Daze, Him, Wasteland, and stuff like that, so I'm assuming they have Delvers. They might not, though. Who knows? Wasteland's gonna have my Savannah, which is fine. I've discarded 2 Astral Size, and it's the only white card in the deck. Of course, I say that now. I'll probably top deck another Astral Slide. Nope, that's a Jace. I don't have a second blue source, though. Get wrecked. Ugh, Hand of Torok. Damn, that's good. Well, my opponent and I are not doing anything. I'm gonna play this Pernicious Deed. Hopefully my opponent doesn't just have another Abrupt Decay. I'm very glad I didn't hit my trap. That would have sucked. And my 1 blue source, my 2 blue sources would have been rough. My opponent's already used 2 Abrupt Decays, right? Yeah, my opponent's used 2 Abrupt Decays so far. Probably going to regret not just playing this Lonely Sandbar, but... Oh, okay, maybe not. My opponent has Stifle in hand. It's going to suck. I don't think I can really play around Stifle right now, though. I'm going to get an Island. Do I have any stock picks for 2018? There's a third Abrupt Decay. Okay. My opponent's draws are matching my draws very well. It happens. Not a big deal. I suggest that any stocks I pick, considering the way my luck's going right now, any stocks I pick you shouldn't pick, and that's what you're trying to worry about. And Pure Gosu, your name sounds familiar. I don't recall if you've been in stream before. Oh, look, Death Right. Maybe I can top deck another Replica. Nope. Brainstorm, yay! The Life Alarm's great. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna get my Underground Sea, I'll get a Tranquil Thicket, I'll get a Lonely Sandbar. Let's give us more blue sources, give us the ability to kind of cycle through our deck a bit. I'll start with this. If I can draw a Abrupt Decay, that'd be great, because I can kill this Death Right. I will not replace that. Oh yeah, I had no Life Loam on top, look at that. I cast a second Life Loam. Right? I mean, it doesn't really particularly matter. I'll get back all that. My opponent's Death Rate's going to eat a Life Loam either way, so might as well just throw them both in the yard and save some of my cycle lands. Termagurf, it's a good card. So I have 1 more Pernicious Deed. I have 1 more Abrupt Decay in here. Really need to draw like a deed. Pernicious Deed would be great. Tropical Island would not be great, but we do need a lot of mana because we do need to start cycling cards to try and find things, so kind of works out. And we top deck an Island off that. Sweet. Jesus. And Misty Rainforest. Really? Come on, what are you doing to me, deck? Don't do this. Not like this. Yeah, look, deed. There we go. Unfortunately, I can't take out both of these, so I'm going to have to take a punch from the Tarmogoyf. My opponent's probably going to top deck their 4th Abrupt Decay. I'll be forced to use this just on the Death Right. Is that how my luck's going now? No, yes, no. Okay, so they're going to eat the Life Loam now because they're obviously going to lose their Death Right. Their Goyf is going to get a swing at least. I'm extremely good at drawing lands. So good at it. You should have seen me game 2 against my last round because I could not draw land to save my life. That was awesome. And if my opponent's playing Stifle, this is exactly where they drew the Stifle, I'm sure. Let's see. Does my opponent run Stifle? Oh, thank God they don't. Or at least they didn't have it if they do. Hey! Hey, there's another land. Let's just cycle through the deck. Hey, another land. Oh, I'm so good at this drawing the lands game. My last fetchable source in the deck was a forest. Oh my god. Better Explorers is supposed to take those. Another Death Right. Okay. Another. What the? What the hell? I just used Deed for that. Come on, you witness. No, not a Baron War. How do I draw these lands in a row? Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I have any more fetchable sources? I don't think I do, right? Yeah, okay. Of course I don't. Alright. Well, start the loam. And get back a few of these here. Lands. I am so toast. Well, we're not placing draw dredge. Jace is not going to be good enough. Jace does buy us a little time, I guess. Not exactly excited. But Jace at least buys us a turn from this Tarmogoyf. Deathrite's going to eat my life alone. Put me to 2 or 4, I mean. Tarmogoyf's back. It's fine, we can bounce it again with Jace. They don't eat my life alone, I just buy it back. They're going to eat it though. Yeah, okay, there it goes. Okay. Abrupt Decay is pretty good. Kill this Tarmogoyf now. I feel like I have to bounce the Deathrite, but I really want to draw some cards. Fudgicles. I'm going to bounce the Deathrite. I'm going to play a land. I'm going to cycle Tranquil Thicket. Another Jason Mind Sculptor is not amazing, but it's not terrible. Play that now and Brainstorm, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. So pass the turn. So my opponent's hand has a Deathrite. Now they have a Delver. Alright. Hey, another land. Sweet. We're doing really good at this. Okay. Waste of fetch. I actually have a fetchable source in my deck now. That's cool. Alright. So Fenrir Explorer goes out. Already used Jace. Brainstorm. Not quite good enough. The Astral Side's cute, but I don't have fetch lands in my thing anymore. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I can actually Liliana and Jace. So if my opponent doesn't have... Ugh, this is so ugly. This is so ugly. My opponent does not have days. Oh, actually, even if they have days, I didn't realize I had 1 mana. I had 1 more land up. Blue, blue, that. Jace. Keep that one. Bounce that guy. I have Cobble Therapy in my graveyard right now. No, I haven't found another Cobble Therapy yet. Have I seen any yet? I've seen 1. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. So my opponent has a Delver in hand, right? Yes. My opponent has a Delver in hand at least. Between Liliana and Jace, I can like bounce the Delver, start making them discard, and then make them sack, so not just dead to Delver, which is nice. This is fucking horrible. This is so horrendous. This is one of the ugliest games I've had in a while. Alright, well. Lay this Astral Slide out first. Still have 1 more life loam, so that's kind of cool. It's my opponent's last card in hand, I wonder. Let's find out. Kind of looking good for me now. There's their 4th Abrupt Decay, which makes sense. They were due for it. So maybe I should have bounced their Delver first and then did that. Because then if they Abrupt Decay in response, they lose their Delver and they lose their only form of pressure they have. I don't know. Magic's too hard. I had 12 cards left in my deck. So I've used all my Pernicious Deed, I've used all my Abrupt Decays. I have 1... Nope, no more Liliana Veil. No more Jace. I have 1 Eternal Witness left. 2 Eternal Witness deck left, so I can buy back like any card in my deck. Okay. Planes, that sucks. So I don't want to just lose my Jace, I just have to 0, I think. None of this is any way to interact with the Delver secrets if it flips. So that sucks. So like losing my Jason's gonna get me anywhere, but yeah, this blows. So I can put the 2 basics back. I can put this in play. I can. Ugh. So at this point, I have to hope my opponent can't flip their Delvers, which is not likely. But they can't flip it. They're likely going to flip it. Tower is a shuffle, yes. I don't. So if my opponent has something random like a dismember or whatnot, I don't particularly want to just get rid of one of my, like, some type of removal spell. I don't want to just get rid of both my Veteran Explorers because they don't flip their Delver. A Veteran Explorer, I'm fine blocking and trading if they really want to attack. If they kill one, they attack me, and then, like, I don't know. Did it flip? Nope, didn't flip. Sweet. Not time remove. Okay. Yeah. Let's sack this for black. I mean, I'm also like putting myself down to 8 cards in my deck, and I think Jace is my best chance to win this, and I don't know if Jace is fast enough to actually win this on that. So what do I have? 2 Eternal Witness, another Life Foam, a couple Cycle Lands, another Veteran Explorer. I'm probably going to top deck the Veteran Explorer knowing my luck. How's this crap? Yeah, okay. Top deck Hollow Therapy, that's not great. 0 Jace. I mean, like, I have 7 cards. I'm going to go down to 4 cards. I have to find something relevant, right? And it's likely to be in Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness can buy back, like, a Pernicious Deed. Pernicious Deed can wipe their board. Then I can start focusing on taking up Jace. I think I'm still pretty dead. Hey, what's up, Aaron? How you been? Yeah. I gotta cycle in, get the Astral Slide going. Great. Oh, boy. I am so dead. Yeah, I mill way before Jace wins. Especially if I have to use these for defense. Ugh. My opponent having Erupt Decays at all the right spots was kind of frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. That's not what's gonna kill me, buddy. Yes. I will shuffle. My library's looking pretty sad. So one of the things I also like about the junk version of Astral Slide is that I have a Loaming Shaman in the sideboard, which can shuffle my graveyard back into my deck. Deck wins through Jace, which, as far as you can tell right now, it doesn't actually win through anyway. It just mills itself out and dies. So 3. Huh. I don't know. I need some type of alternate way to not draw cards. Words of Wind to be pretty good here. Nope. Oh, why couldn't that be one of my other Eternal Witness? So I actually did out the math. If I had drawn my other Eternal Witness here, I could actually have raced milling myself against their life total. Emrakul in my deck would probably be the way to go, quite frankly. Alright, there's another Eternal Witness. Oh no, don't use Couple Therapy. Use Eternal Witness. My opponent has Forcible in hand. I probably should have therapied first for Force. Okay, yeah, I can pay for the days, whatever. Yes, pay for that. And then I can actually buy back another Eternal Witness. Is that going to be enough to actually... I don't think that's enough to actually race my opponent. Yes, use the ability. Green, black, that. Eternal Witness in here. Don't have another Eternal Witness in here, do I? No, I don't. So let's get back another Veteran Explorer. Yes, use the ability. So I might actually... Is this enough to race them? That's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm deal 3 to them right now. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to be 1 point of damage away from killing my opponent before I mill. Oh, no. That card could work. That's pretty sweet. I do need to be able to get it into my graveyard to see any problem. If my opponent, my opponent fetched there, that would have been great. Ah, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Nope. Still. That sucks. I'm actually 1 point away of damage from killing my opponent. So if I had the one more Eternal Witness, I could have raced my opponent. But because I only have 3 instead of 4, I couldn't. That sucks. Oh, balls. Yeah, you have a brainstorm. Let's hope my opponent forgets that they're at 1 life and they fetch randomly. Not that it matters. Like, we're not winning this matchup, I don't think. Alright, here we go. We're gonna do it. Just gonna do a bunch of cycling and stuff and kill myself in a turn. Well, that was kind of sad. Aside from the fact I need better clocks, I don't particularly think I can really board anything here, or I do board anything here. Like, I guess I could board out some number of lands, but that doesn't really work for me in the past. I'll board out 2 cycle lands. I'm fine with a couple of Talk Stealers because it's a decent, sweeper. Guess we'll go ahead and try that. Oh, if I had a Thragtusk, we would have gotten it. Unless the Thragtusk was the last card we drew, which, with my luck, it probably would have been. Yeah, we'll keep this, sure. You know, some early answers to things. Some things and some stuff. I have this really bad habit of building decks where I'm just like, who needs win conditions anyway, really, if you think about it. It's pretty much my habit. We have Underground Sea. I'm going to get Forests. I do run Wastelands and whatnot, so I do want to be a little careful about playing around Wasteland and ensuring we can get our land drops. But our opponent just goes turn 1 Death Right. I can go turn 2 Underground Sea, Abrupt Decay, hit their Death Right, so I'm actually okay with that. Here I'm just going to play a Tranquil Thicket. Pass turn. So if this prompts a Wasteland, I'm fine with that. They might think I'm short on lands. They might try and Wasteland me just to keep me off mana. Wonder if some number of Vendilion Click might not be bad. I could run like Leovold. I don't know if I particularly want Leovold though. Like some number of Vidillion click in the sideboard might be okay. My opponent's not going for my Underground Sea or my Tranquil Thicket, so I don't know if they have Wasteland. I have plenty of green sources for this Life Alone. So I guess here I'm just gonna cast an Eternal Witness. They might daze it. They do. That's whatever. I'm not really particularly worried about that. We have like these Pernicious Deeds. We have this Life Alone. We have these Cowal Therapies, so we're fine. That last game was crazy though. I got my opponent down to 1 life before I milled out. I went out on my terms though. I cycled 3 lands. I got that. I got that. There's the Wasteland. Okay. Assume my opponent might have had it. Man lands. I could try man lands. I haven't yet. Like this deck is still very much a work in progress. This is my first outing with it. Like man lands might be fine. I don't particularly like the idea of like a hissing quagmire or whatnot. Like creeping tar pit might be okay. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, so I was deciding whether or not to surgical on my Underground Sea. Okay, whatever. Not particularly great. Like I'm not happy about it, but surgical on my Underground Sea, sure, you can have that. Yeah, creeping tar pit's something I could consider. The deck needs a big overhaul though. I kind of just jammed 2 decks together and made a few like little changes of what I thought should happen. It'd be hilarious if my opponent forgot to click the one in my graveyard. Did they? Yep, my opponent forgot to click the one in my graveyard. Yay! And now they're dazing my life. Okay, sure. So I know my opponent's hand's like double Underground Sea and then whatever else they have. I just missed a land drop, I think. That was silly. Alright, I'm going to dredge this back. Okay, all mana, so that's cool. So we're going to get Trop, Sandbar, Underground Sea. And I probably should have waited to play land so I could cycle this Lonely Sandbar, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, basically this bottom of the story is I've got a lot of I've got a lot of very interesting things I'm gonna try out with the deck. Because so far this deck's been I think it's been a lot of fun. It's clearly not competitive where it is. It clearly needs like actual threats, and there's a lot of stuff this deck needs, but I think that there's some potential for this deck to actually be a thing. It's gonna be a little sketchy. It is basically Nicfit. Like, Nicfit does struggle against combo and stuff like that. Worm Harvest would be very good, actually. And thank you, I appreciate it. I tried to do a lot of weird things, a lot of interesting things, trying to keep it fresh, Potato Lover. Potatoes are very good, by the way. So my opponent's done a lot of pondering, brainstorming. They surgicaled out the Underground Sea in our deck, but not in our graveyard, so we still have an Underground Sea here. Opponent hasn't really done anything, but neither have we. We've had some setup happen and whatnot, but we haven't really done anything either, so. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So we're going to cycle this Lonely Sandbar. We will exile that Tarmogoyf. We'll likely just Abrupt Decay it on their next turn. Try and make them waste a turn, basically. My opponent's attempting to surgical again. Okay. You can have my life forms, whatever. Give up. Don't forget the one in my graveyard. Don't forget the one in my graveyard, opponent. There you go. Yay! If you're in a place where you can clap, I'd like everyone to clap for my opponent for not forgetting the life form in my graveyard. It seems very relevant. Even Jace. I don't have a way to stop their Tarmogoyf when it comes back, though. So I don't think I can just jam a Jace. I'm going to try a couple therapy on my opponent. I'm likely going to name Abrupt Decay. My opponent has Abrupt Decay for like my... did I also just make it so I can't cast any more black spells? Yeah, I did. Look at that. How funny of me. Okay, so we got Abrupt Decay. My opponent has a Delver and a Gagari Charm. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. So we are going to take one punch from Goyf. Did not time that particularly correct. My opponent still has this Gagari Charm that can hit my Astral Slide, which is fine. That's really where they want to hit, but whatever. It would mean an extra point of damage with their Tarmogoyf this turn. I was almost contemplating not using Lonely Sandbar to exile their Tarmogoyf until their next turn, or until the end of my turn. I actually considered almost not doing that just for the fact that it would mean I could Abrupt Decay or Jace on my turn. Well, not Jace, but Abrupt Decay. Okay, well, that's sweet, but not enough black mana for that. I'm going to kill this now. Gary Charm. Regenerate each creature you control. What a dick bag. What the flip? Okay, sure. I forgot about that mode. That's a good mode. If I had the second black, I would have just Liliana minus on Goyf. Oh no, my opponent has Jace. Jace is a good card. Okay. They put the card on top of my library, which is a fetch land. Oh, that's not a black source, so I can just edict them. That's cool. That's not another black source because they took our underground sea, and that can't fetch out a blue source. That can't fetch out a swamp. That's right. That's lame. Alright, so I think we just deed here. Deed, get rid of that Goyf. Done. It's possible I should have Jace, but having to fight their Goyf with a Jace doesn't really seem great. I do need to find creatures so I can actually pressure this Jace of theirs. This land's a little annoying, but it's fine. I got rid of my other black source, so now Liliana's not a thing. I don't have my life loans to get things back. We're definitely struggling here now. There's a Delver. So I put a card on top of my library. If it's a black source or a way to get a black source, it's pretty good. No, it isn't. So we're going to cycle this. Okay. Yes. I guess I also could just play Jace, cycle that in a turn, so we could remove it for a while. Fudgicles. Don't like the way this game is going. That Delver's going to be kind of annoying, but no, they can have the Death Right. Okay. I need an Eternal Witness really freaking bad. Really freaking bad. Really freaking bad. So they didn't flip the Death Right, that's good. Or they didn't flip the Delver, that's good, I meant. Because they had the Death Right, that's right. I put a card on bottom. Chances are it's probably a creature. It could be a black source, who knows. Hoping they just play their Death Right here so I can play this Deed and just wipe both their creatures off the board. Cool. I think I gotta start zeroing my Jace because I gotta find like a creature. So I don't think I can just tick up my Jace. I can't really race theirs anyway at the moment. As a creature at least. Not a good one, but a creature. Still can't cast that. Fudge. I guess Tournament is okay. Green. Oh no, I put back Liliana and I can actually cast a stupid thing. Is Drakehaven a good win con here? Drakehaven might actually be fine. I'm going to sack that now. Fortunately, I put back Liliana, which might have been okay here, but it's not really particularly great. Yes, I'll use the ability on Veteran Explorer. I'm going to get my 2 swamps because I need the black sources really bad. Alright, so I'll play a Deed. I will pop it for 1. Okay, done. I have a Baron. What do I have in here? I have a Tranquil Thicket. So I'm going to play Eternal Witness. I'm going to get back Tranquil Thicket. If he tries to remove my Eternal Witness, I'm going to Astral Slide it out. And then Eternal Witness can start pressuring this Jace while my Jace ticks up. But obviously my opponent has Abrupt Decay, as they've been showing that they have. And they try to Abrupt Decay my Astral Slide. I'm going to be a little bit of trouble. But again, I can always cycle Tranquil Thicket, exile the Astral Slide in the end. Of course, it doesn't matter. I'll cycle this now. My opponent has 1 card in hand. Hopefully it's not removal. Yes. I think I have to do this now just to get like this Abrupt Decay back on their end step to kill that Goyf. Because I can actually start pressuring my opponent's Jace here. And then my Jace can start actually racing theirs. Let's check out target my opponent. Definitely going to need some more cycle lands. Pithing Needle. Yes, I'm going to put that on bottom of my opponent's library. Definitely not something I want my opponent to have. Let's kill this Tarmogoyf. Let's punch their Jace. Spell Pierce. Okay. No. I will not pay for Spell Pierce. Okay, attack Jace. So one thing I like about things like if you're running cards like Wards of War or what's the other card called? Like even Words of Worship or whatever, is one of the things I like about cards like that is you actually get to skip your draw steps or your draws by replacing them for 1 mana. So one of the good things about those cards is you actually can prevent yourself from milling, so it's really good in like really long grindy games like the game against Eldrazi we had. Or it was Endless Worm. Thanks for following me. I appreciate it. So like I was running Words of Wind for a little bit in Astral Slide, like way back when. Alright, Delver doesn't matter. Jit doesn't matter. Okay. So actually, I think we've won this game. No, they can have the Ponder. Play the Deed. Play land. Crack Deed for 2, because we don't want their Jit to ever be a thing. And Deed for 2 doesn't hurt anything we have, so that's fine. And we're going to run out of time again, aren't we? God damn it. Attack Jace. I got to be really quick here. So I'm probably just going to ignore chat for a bit. So at this point, I can race my opponent. My opponent tries to Jace me. I have cards in hand. I can also just play this Liliana to make sure that's still a thing. Right, I have no responses, so I'm just going to 6. Is this only game 2? Is this game 2? Is that just me? If this is game 2, I definitely can't win a game 3. No, that's fine. My opponent find a rule for the Star Witness. I mean, if they did, that doesn't really particularly matter. Okay, so this is time revive. Liliana, you can sacrifice. Let's check your top deck. No, we're not going to put that on bottom. Let's attack your Jace, just in case for something weird happens, I lose my Jace. Let's cast a Brainstorm real quick. Those cards are bad. Just put this Misty Rainforest in play. And pass turn, I guess. Doesn't really matter. I don't know if 10 seconds is long enough to do this. Oh, shite. Can I do 2 full turns in 10 seconds, I wonder? And also, this is only game 2, right? I'm not crazy. This is game 2, and I'm definitely just dead to time. Hey, why'd you take a second off? What the hell? I have auto yield. No! I need that second for sure. Fudgicles. Totally don't have enough time now. Nope, don't put that on bottom. Play Bear Explorer, and die to the clock. Whatever. That sucked. Okay. Well, I'm going to drop from this league. I've had enough of this tonight. Deck's been interesting, but I don't think I can play another round of it, unfortunately. I've also been going for 3 hours, so got a lot to work on. Timed out twice, mostly because we couldn't find threats. Need to get something like a Thrag Tusk. I'm not sure. Let's look at the deck real quick. So let's do some math. So take out the fuck. Is there a way to make it so this doesn't just do that? Is there a way to take off the sorting? We're gonna learn this stupid program. Alright, so take out Barrenmoor, Lonely Sandbar, and probably a Tranquil Thicket. Likely add Bayou and Wasteland. At least one Wasteland, maybe just two, maybe 2 Wastelands. So we'll end up still at 27 land, which I'm not huge on. I'm running 6 fetches. I think this Plains probably doesn't need to be here, honestly, but I like the fact the Plains, if I export and get the Plains out of the deck. So I think it has to be there. So probably drop Barrenmoor, drop Lonely Sandbar, drop a Tranquil Thicket. I think I replace it with Bayou, Wasteland. I might try to find room for a second Wasteland as well. Not sure what's going to make place for that, but it has to be another land because I don't particularly want to go up to be at 27 land. So that would put me at 26 land, 59 cards. Add a 4th Cobble Therapy, it'll put me at 60 cards. I can drop 2 Life from them, 2 Eternal Witness, that frees up 4 more slots. I'm thinking at least a Thrag Tusk, a Maelstrom Pulse, and the last 2 cards are going to probably be like Decree of Pain and something, I don't know what. Maybe Dragonlord Solmgar for like a spicy one. With this many lands, I probably shoot on 61 cards too. If not, then I would have to cut probably a duel. If I'm adding a Bayou, that doesn't make sense. I think I have to have Savannah because I have to be able to fetch out white for Astral Side. Plains can come off turn Explorer. So yeah, I think that makes sense. So if I go to 60 cards or 61 cards, I'm probably just adding. Yeah, I'm probably adding like, I don't know, 2 Maelstrom Pulse instead of just 1. So I definitely need a better answer to Planeswalkers is one of the things I experienced tonight. So that's for the main board. For the sideboard, I'm thinking Forcible goes. And then Crop Rotations definitely stay. Crop Rotations could be the other cards that come in. I don't know. Flusterstorms I think I'm okay with, but I think I might want Mindbreak Trap in place of Flusterstorm. So 4 Forcible is likely, if I only do 1 Maelstrom Pulse main or no Maelstrom Pulse main, 4 Forcible is definitely some number become Maelstrom Pulse. Some number become Mindbreak Traps. I could jam a Leovold or 2 in the deck. Just not huge on that idea. Like having Leovold's nice if you have stuff like like I have Liliana to keep my opponent from down on cards, and my opponent starts drawing top decking cantrips. Like the cantrips just don't do anything; they're just dead top decks at that point. I guess like a Ponder can still like set up the next 3 draws. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to think about with the deck. I don't know exactly where it needs to go. I kind of miss Living Wishes that I had originally. I actually wasn't huge on Liliana the Veil. It's possible Liliana the Veil shouldn't be in here. It's possible it should just be Liliana the Last Hope, or if not Liliana the Last Hope, it should just not be a Liliana at all. Like that could be room for like some Living Wishes, so I could have like a toolbox sideboard. Like I can put a Tabernacle on the sideboard. I could put like stuff like Gaddock Teague. I can put stuff like Melling Mage. I can put all that random thing, all that random stuff where like gives me a lot more main board answers to things. It's possible I should try and get some number of Green Sun Zenith in here, like even a 2 of. I don't know. Probably gonna work at this a little bit. I might stream this again next Sunday and write about it the following Tuesday. So I will keep everyone updated that. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure to follow me on Twitter at Aaron Gazaniga. Make sure to follow me on Twitch to get notifications when I'm streaming. I also have a YouTube channel, which is also Aaron Gazaniga. Nice and simple. Everything involved with my Magic career is Aaron Gazaniga, or Gazaniga, I should say, is technically the correct pronunciation. I want to say thank you to Hipsters of the Coast and Card Hoarder for supporting and sponsoring the channel. And I want to say thank you to all of you for coming in, hanging out. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully I can fix up this deck, make it a little more actual competitive so we don't just get stomped every round. But that is all for me for the night. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you all again soon. I'll be streaming Thursday at 8 p.m. All right, have a good night.